Hey, hello everyone.
Shri, hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello,
Shri. Hello.
hello.
Hello, hi.
Hi, Shri.
Hello. Good
Yes,
evening.
no, audio
Hi,
video is good for
Shri. Hello. Good evening.
everything is good for you. You can able to hear me, look at
Yes,
me,
We can
yes,
hear.
yes, yes.
all good. Let's see who all available today on Sunday. Sunday. Let's see how many of you want to show your face. Mm-hmm. Let's give you seconds.
Hi, Shri. Good evening.
Hi, Shri, good evening.
Hello, hello. All right, hello to everyone. This is sixth day of the class, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic. Good job. All right, so this is Sunday, and today I have some coverage to talk about quality management, and let's see how far you can go for procurement and vendor management. I think yesterday we spent good time on understanding scope, some part of a Scrum or Agile part, right? Question to you: if it is a Scrum for framework or Agile, we store this requirements in a place. What we call that place?
Product backlog.
Product
Backlog.
backlog.
Backlog. Some years back, the term backlog is used for something which we don't do anything, isn't it? A storage place or backlog were a different term, isn't it? Years back.
Yes.
Now we call backlog as a place of storing requirement. I don't see big change happen, but backlog is a place you keep something there, right? That's how it is. Terminology has been used in a different way. We saw something, product backlog, which is a collection of requirements. I call that as a big bucket, a bucket of all work item. And then we also learned there is something called a small bucket, a bucket which is
Sprint backlog.
Print.
Sprint backlog.
Print backlog.
okay. A basic question: when we already have a big bucket, why we need a small bucket?
Sprint bucket
To
Because
prioritize
it's
the
on that
Agile
particular
methodology, we
sprint.
use sprint.
Print
So we
backlog.
break down those items into small workable
To
tasks.
prioritize them.
Prioritize them. Okay. Okay. But we
Right.
can work straight away on the big list of backlog, right? Anyway, let's take our example, American Express product we have to do. We have to come with a loan processing for students, which is part of product backlog. Julie keep adding all the requirements, and it's a big stack of work, light blue, dark blue, if you remember that.
Yeah.
Anyway, you have a light blue, dark blue already there. It's also high priority, low priority is already there. Everything inside there. When everything inside the bigger one, why don't we just pick that and start doing the job? Why we need a small bucket?
Sprint backlog is more manageable, workable,
Refined.
refined set
They are
of
more
tasks
refined
that
and
can be
accept-
measured to be
and they
Okay.
complete
have
within defined time frame.
acceptance criteria.
Backlog is also
more
owned by
systematic way.
developers.
We will prioritize
It can be completed in the particular time bound.
Developers
In
can decide
Agile,
how
we
they
do
want to
Nature
break
oriented.
down.
completed within the sprint, which is of 2 weeks or 1 week or 4 weeks.
In Agile, we
Mm.
pick up the development in bits and pieces. So we take one by one, take the feedback, and then go back.
You're getting closer. You're getting
So
closer.
that's
It's
What is
iteration, right?
it's a
yeah.
bucket of committed work to
Mhm.
achieve a small achievable goal.
All right. Now you got the term goal. The whole bucket has a lot of information to do. If I take everything and start working, we are doing the same waterfall or a plan-driven model, which we did years and years. Now, why and what I was looking from you is there is something called sprint goal. Do anyone remember that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. If Usain Bolt is running for 100 meters, I believe sprint as a goal for him. In this particular timeline, he or she should reach a particular distance. That's a goal. Your sprint or your iteration will or should have a goal. It is not randomly open your refrigerator, take something, put on the cooking table and start cooking. No, there is a goal, isn't it? I want a pasta this morning. There's a goal. I want the bread toast. There is a goal. I want a dosa. There is a goal. Is there a goal before you open the refrigerator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you open the refrigerator without any goal? Just drag it. That you do Friday night with you want to take some drink, right? But On the day morning, my mom want to open the refrigerator, the product backlog. She already knows what is a goal, and then she pick up based on that, isn't it? The reason I want to put this message to you is, if in case you work in Agile or you will work in Agile, don't work mechanically because book says I have a product backlog. I will have a sprint backlog. Somebody got certified into PMP or Scrum, so we call this guy as a Scrum Master. This women or men comes from business, then we call this guy as a product owner. Market says like this, we'll pay them salary, let them do the job. More than 80 to 90% company works like this. When you go to the company, you will talk, guys, we are not working mechanically what book says. There is a reason we are here. A refrigerator can have all the food items. Fantastic. Now, first, are we clear what we are going to have for breakfast or lunch? Are we clear? This we talk in a place called sprint planning. On Monday morning, 9 o'clock, people sit and talk. Okay, that's a goal. Two-way authentication is a goal. Is that correct? Two-way authentication related work item should come to your table. If not, what will happen is, in the video what you saw, there was an elderly gentleman who was keep on talking. You saw that? This is going to continue in your job also. People don't know where they are going. They're going to keep on talk. So key point for you learning is, even for examination, be very careful. Sprint goal or iteration goal, we call that as. At least when I go to coaching or consulting for companies, I use this term called your goal is your lighthouse. Have you heard about lighthouse? There is a
Yeah.
lighthouse. When you look at the lighthouse, you know the direction where you have to go or not to go. So that's pretty important. Based on this only, your another small bucket gets ready. Question to you. Who prepares this goal? Who can prepare this goal?
Product owner.
Product owner,
Team will prepare this goal.
business
Team.
people.
Okay. If your mom want to pick up the breakfast, or your spouse, or anyone at your home, do they decide individually, or sometimes they even ask your whole family, what do you want for the breakfast? Is it happening?
Take the opinion.
Yeah.
As a family.
It's becoming, kitchen is becoming very repetitive process. Sometimes they question, they start doing the job. But you're working in a knowledge-based environment. If Julie comes and says, that's the work you're going to do, are we doing agile or are we doing command and control?
Command and control.
Command and control.
Again, more than 80 to 90% people don't know what they have to do. Companies employ somebody called product owner. He or she raise the voice heavily, and rest of them just do what they want to do. Is it happening for some of you work in Agile already? Yeah, surprisingly, I see this. Even European company, it happens where a product owner raise a voice and people keep quiet. No, it doesn't work like that. A product owner is a person to discuss with the people what can be a goal. A goal is a conversation. Definitely, Julie will have upper hand. Why Julie can have upper hand in our example?
Because she prioritizes, she needs the voice of customer.
True. Voice of the customer. That's a key point. Julie blindly comes and say, I'm in the company for 15 years. Listen what I say. Sorry, guys, that I will not do. Julie comes with the factual data. What is factual data? Could be something from American Express. We need loan processing to be launched in the month of April, and we have to go for it. That's a factual data. I would have said the first day of the class, in our human brain, there is something called critical thinking. Have you heard that topic?
Yes.
Yeah.
How a critical thinking works in the brain? Two branches are there. One is opinion based, other one is
Fact based.
fact based. If in some nation, some country, they're still struggling on basic needs and political problem, these countries are going by fact based or opinion based?
Opinion based.
Opinion based and hero worship. These two will spoil that land to the core. If you see somewhere in the land, in the place wherever you live, no facts are there, only opinion, and hero worship is happening, already you can decide next 100 years this land has no growth. When you move to the place where they have opinion plus facts, makes sense. Now Julie comes and say you have to do this, more of opinion. Now you have to question the back, where are you coming from the data? What makes you to say that this a student's loan has to go by April? What is the background behind this? Can you explain more about it? I'm not threatening you. I need a conversation. Agile says this is more important. On Agile, there are one value says that individuals and interaction over process and tools. Have anyone seen this value in Agile?
Yes.
In
Core
Agile, there is a
values.
one term,
Yes.
individuals
Core
and
values.
interactions over process and tools. Process and tools are important. Beyond that, you and me have to sit and talk. That's called agility. Okay, I want to start the session saying that Agile is not too much process oriented. Agile is not zero process oriented. Agile goes by empiricism. What is empiricism?
Knowledge comes from experience.
Comes from experience.
Yeah, I don't think Agile has to say this. If I go and ask my grandmother, she will tell the same in a different language, isn't it?
Yes.
I don't want Scrum to come and tell me knowledge come from experience. This is there in every literature. This is there in every book, but we feel we miss to listen to that, right? And that's also one of the reason we have a lot of conflicts in corporate. Sometimes we don't understand why we speak. We have to understand knowledge comes from experience. Okay, let's get inside with this. Any other words you remember from yesterday before I bring the topic?
DOD, DORs.
DUR, that's a good thing, right? Definition of ready, definition of done. I can quote the same analogy what I used. If my mom want to prepare the breakfast, she want to bring a pasta. I take a general example, okay? We don't eat pasta every day, but I'm just saying pasta she want to prepare. What can be DOR for her or for the family to start preparing pasta? What is a DOR?
Materials.
Everyone's
Raw material should be there.
Ingredients.
Mhm.
Raw materials.
Utensils.
Basic food preparation items should be on the table,
Yes.
isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes.
For example, in a food item, she want to add a salt. She started preparing the food. Middle of the preparation, she realized salt is not there. Now she says, Shri, can you go and buy that? Of course, I can do it. Nothing wrong in it. But do you think the food will be delayed or the taste can be bad or we can't complete the food on time? Do you think any problem in this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, all of them are problem.
Pretty obvious, right? So definition of ready doesn't come from Agile and Scrum. It is there what your mom is doing, your dad is doing. Then what is the definition of done? We spoke already about that. When you say definition of done, the food should be ready on the table. Servable, usable, drinkable, consumable. That's the definition of done. The basic thing. Again, I'm saying whatever you see in project management, nothing comes from the sky. It is coming from our day-to-day life. The day-to-day life is properly converted into a document, and Americans are so good in documenting it and making a proper way of communicating. Japanese are so good in really practicing it. That's the reason you see many books and many concepts come from those two lands, and some lands don't do any of this, keep on talking in Facebook and other area. Some people do, some people only talk. Yeah. So you have to understand how you are going to do in your job. That's why we are recruited as a project management professional. Now let's jump into quality. In quality, we saw two keywords yesterday. We had a little of discussion on that also.
Quality versus
Quality is a grade.
Quality versus
Quality.
grade. Fantastic, fantastic. Which one is more important as per a manager? You quality or grade?
Quality.
Quality.
Why? Because
Yeah.
low quality is always problem,
Problem.
but
Okay.
grade will
Grade is-
not impact.
not necessarily a problem.
Fantastic. But should I be aware of what is called grade?
Yes.
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 That should be there. I cannot totally ignore the grade. Grade should also be there. See, some of you join these classes looking for some grade also. You're questioning Rahul, when I join this class, what all you will give me? Will you give me mock exams? Will you support me exam application? Will you give me this book? Did you question this?
Yes.
Yes.
You did. Same way, you have checked at least 3-4 institutes. Some of you came through your friend referral, so you didn't question anything because your friend is a trademark. If that guy gone for an institute, definitely I will go. Somebody enrolled because of your friend. Anyone here because of your friend?
Yeah.
Yes.
You did. You did. Fantastic. Fantastic. Somebody blindly joined whenever your friend says it's good for you. Some of you don't know anything. Somehow you heard about ShriLearning, but you questioned multiple institutes. You heard 4 bullet points from another institute. Rahul says only 3 bullet points, and you will negotiate with that. That institute is giving 4, why you are giving 3? I'm sure some of you done it. It's very human nature, right? Some of you argue that, hey, they're giving 4, that's a price tag, you reduce the price tag. And Rahul will tell, no, we will do this, we will do that, yeah, kind of things. I hear 100 stories about this when people enroll and bargain and fight for it. It's very human nature. Now, when they do that, are they only money focused or are they looking for specification also?
Specification.
Specifications.
Also, right? But there are in this world at least a 2 to 3% only money focus. That's also there. You can't ignore it, isn't it? Some people only focus on money. If you reduce the money, they're ready to join anywhere. That's also there. Now, we sitting in a project management, you cannot tell that everyone will think in the same way what you think. In a room, if you want to choose a vendor, if you want to choose a particular steel material, if you want to choose a AI tool license, some company says choose this license and you will prefer other license. How you bring this conversation on the table, how you negotiate, how you resolve those discussions, and that's your skill set. And this is what you learn in communication management. In communication management, you learned active listening. You remember that? You look at how to observe the people, what to do, how to engage with the people. Why I'm taking these minutes to explain to you is when you go to exam, it is not going to ask you line by line from the book. What is quality? What is grade? That's not the question going to be. They're going to put a situation to see overall, are you a package of person who the company can rely on? Which means when you look at the situation, is your brain thinking, stakeholder engagement, communication management, quality versus a grade, and again, price parameters. Can you think all this direction? And that's how the exam gets tougher. Yeah, fantastic. Let's kickstart. Okay, let's kickstart. Okay. Now what to do is, let's go and see something in quality management. Help me if you can see the screen already. Is it happening?
Yes.
Yes, visible.
Visible.
Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. Let's get inside. All right. We saw something like this already. Let's go a little more. We saw that. All right. Here we saw two terms. One is called quality assurance. Other one is quality
control.
control. Fantastic. Assurance is all about process related. Can I say like that? Process related. Setting up the process in the company. Whereas quality control is all about what?
Product.
Inspection.
Product. Inspection.
Product testing.
Fantastic. So this is a place we set the process. What do you mean by process?
Set of activities.
What kind of test should be done? Can I decide that? Should I follow
Operation.
Six Sigma standards, or should I follow TQM standard? What do you want? What kind of quality you want? I have to check and understand. From where I understand this,
Managing
can I
quality.
understand from my customer also?
Yes.
Quality is not your company, is a testing team. I have to see this a few times. Many people think quality means a testing. No. Quality means testing. Did we meet what customer asked for?
Meet requirements. Meeting
Meet
requirements.
Quality manual.
Yeah. To meeting the requirement, we are testing the quality. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Quality is not a testing department. Quality is trying to check, is it really mapping with what customer asked for? So customer is a king and queen in this system. Is that correct? They are the king and queen, which means they decide what is a quality for their product. It's not us. Okay, now let's move a little more detail into that. Looking at this picture, take a moment. On the left one, you have seen before. On the right side, something is written here. One says scope creep, one says goal plating. Now, what is this English word creeping means is we are getting away from the old track, what we want to do. Now, who will creep? If I say government is here asking for the hospital construction and work is given to L&T. In this scenario, who can be the creeping party? Is it government or L&T?
Government.
Government. That's right. Scope creep usually comes from government, which means L&T, they signed the scope baseline, which you saw yesterday, scope baseline. In the baseline, we said a hospital is coming up, 8 floors of hospital, a parking lot, a area for lift, a area for this, you made it. Now, government officials calling some of your team members or some group of people and saying that add a play area near the parking space for children. which is really good. We want parking place, maybe one play area, nice. But is it in the plan? It is not in the plan. They want to sneak and peek some item inside the system. But emotionally, you feel that's so good, right? Because there is a child care block. Close to the child care block, you want a play area. I think it's a very good initiative. Because it is good initiative, emotionally, shall I go and start the work?
No.
No.
Then what to do?
Change request.
Change request.
Change request.
Yes.
Feasibility check.
Discuss this in change
Yes.
control group.
First, check out whether it is possible and feasible. I'm not saying it's bad. It's a good idea. But introducing a play area can increase my cost, can increase my timeline, can bring a new risk also, isn't it? Near parking area, if I put a play area, children could get some accidents also. We should be sensible where you want to put it. So I need the experts to talk about it. I took a very big example, but if you go in your project team, often your team members get a constant call from some people whom you call as a customer, other department, other managers. They keep on pushing some requirement inside the system. Is it happening for you in the company?
Yeah.
Which means they start creeping. I'm not saying it's wrong, but is it properly understood? That's a question they're coming for. If a creep is from the government, what about gold plating?
From
It is from
It's like
L&T.
From
Adding
L&T.
extra,
adding the
which is
scope
not
to
a
keep
scope.
the customer happy.
This comes from the team members. By the way, I'm not talking anything on Agile and Scrum right now. I'll come to that a bit later. I'm talking in a plan-driven project. In a plan-driven project, there are high chances your team members, they think that by adding this, it will really surprise the customer. It will make the people very happy. But again, you have to be very careful what you're adding here. Whatever you newly add without the knowledge of the team, this can bring a error or a problem in a long run, which your team has to address it, isn't it? If you're going to add, for example, they ask 74 items, but you're doing 75. From where that you get that budget for the extra one? You budgeted only for 74, isn't it? If you add a 75th item, from where you get the budget?
putting
Is
out
it
of
something we
your
have to exactly right? We have to steal something from the money what you have, isn't it? It's not surprising. It's going to be a problem in a long run. So PMI is very clear. Be very clear on the quality parameters and discuss with the customer before you do something. Surprising can happen by high standard work. Surprising can happen through proper communication. Surprise can happen through doing a best work out of you. That's surprise. Requirement related, don't do surprise with the customer. PMI is very clear. Don't play kickaboo. Don't do that. Huh? A surprise. I'm going to show something new. No, don't do that. Talk to them clearly what you want to do because everything comes with the money and the risk parameter. Okay. Seeing these two parts. Now look at the fifth bullet point. It says validate scope. This is one of the process in a plan-driven project, and it can happen middle of the project or end of the project. If you heard the term called UAT, what UAT stands for?
user
User
acceptance
acceptance
User
testing.
acceptance testing. Usually this happens in the interim deliverable or end of the product deliverable where the customer will verify, is this what I asked for against the acceptance criteria given by them. Government gave acceptance criteria for the hospital. The hospital should have 5 floors, parking area, 1,000 beds, operation rooms, reception block. They gave certain things. And then they'll put tick, 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 tick. Everything is okay. Then they started functional. For example, in India nowadays, we get a lot of metro train in every city. Is it happening? Last 15, 20 years, they're doing it. Every metro station, before they open, there is an inspection done by the central government people. Is it happening? And then they have to give tick, 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 everything okay. Then only you can make it functional. The building is ready, but it is not functional. Why? Someone has to verify it. Safety, security, reliability, they check everything. And then they say, let's go for it. So a validate scope is a place they verify this process. Then what is control scope? If a validate scope is checking, what is control scope?
Monitoring.
It is against
Maintaining.
scope baseline. Where are we?
not making
Yes. Control scope is purely verifying that are we delivering what is asked to deliver, which means control scope is a place to hold the rope tight, avoiding deviation. Like what we heard about scope creep and goal plating is monitored. Now, question to you: control scope, who have to do this in a plan-driven project? Who holds the accountability to do this?
It's project manager generally.
Project manager.
Project
Yeah.
manager holds the accountability. Responsibility can go to who?
The product owner.
Anyone in the team. By the
Anyone
way,
in the team.
product owner may not be a role in a plan-driven project. It could be anyone in the team. So two English words you should know. One is accountable, one is responsible.
Responsible. RACI. Yeah.
Accountable is a topmost level. You are the final person to take a decision. That's accountable. Responsible is anyone in the team has to involve into that's called responsible. Fantastic. Let's move a little more. I'll give a few seconds for you to first observe the picture. See some of the words, any words you heard or seen these words before. Any of the words you heard before? Just take a look. First question to you, they're saying cost of quality. For quality, do we need to spend some time and money? You think so?
Yes.
Yes, when it is rework.
Okay. Okay. Now, let's look at one English word in this whole page, which is called preventive or prevention. Prevention is better than cure, if anyone have heard about this stuff. Prevention is better than cure. I think some of you are doing PMP classes for the reason you want to prevent your job problem, so you are learning PMP. Is that happening? Some of you? Yeah, better. Right? Prevention is better than cure. Now, if you see these are two boxes, on the left side, that is proactive. On the right side, that's reactive. Now you tell me which is good, proactive or reactive. The English word's very straightforward. Proactive. Okay. So what the companies are doing, are they putting people into training? When I say training, any training. It could be product related, process related, people related, tools related. Are you getting 1,000 trainings in a company? If it's a standard company, they train people left and right, which means they want the people to equip the person. They spend a lot of time and money. Of course, in some region, trainings are totally wasted. Is it happening? People just join the training, click, submit. This is also happening in some place. Some part of the world, training means they really mark in the calendar. Next 2 days, I'm on the training. I will not do any office work. And then they do only training. Even now in the class, I know some people are listening to the class, also you're doing office work. There are people like this. In the holiday time, they think about office. In office, they think about holiday time. Confused culture, confused society. Now, companies which is very good in top range, they always spend a lot of time and money into training process. In fact, some of your company will reimburse your PMP because it's part of cost of quality. They want you to do a better employee. Appraisal cost. Testing. Testing is assessing the quality. Assessing quality also, we need some process in place. Destructive testing, inspection. Question to you, have you seen this destructive testing in any industry? Which industry do destructive testing?
Maybe tiles, automobile,
Like a disaster
glass.
Very good. Very good. Many industry have it, but primarily we see cars mostly we have seen in the video. If not, many industry has a destructive testing, including pharmaceutical. You are injecting the medicine on one rat.
Yes.
Are you doing destructive testing there?
Yes.
We kill them, right? Right? And people talk about life, don't kill. Remember, you're taking medicine which was killed 1,000 rat already. Okay. So now, yeah, I see many people talk about vegan, all those stories. Please don't take medicine. Okay. Come back here. This whole appraisal cost is a preventive cost, which is you have to spend time and money on this process to avoid this failure, the cost of conformance. Right side, if I do very good on left side, do you think right side will be totally avoided? Possible?
Yes. It can be
Possible,
avoided.
possible, but we'll reduce it, isn't it? See, what you see on the left side, when you say testing, we are only testing. When you say tested, this a test can introduce a lot of problem. If you watch out here, I'm testing, assessing the quality. When I assess the quality, this will bring me some rework. This rework is expensive, right? I have to spend some time and money for it. Scrap is also expensive. I have to spend money for it. Now, this is internal failure. When I say internal failure, can I call this as your quality control department? They find the problems inside your company.
Yeah.
Then when it fails in the hands of the customer, it could be UAT or it is in the usage of the product. They're using it. Now, question to you, I have 4 blocks here. Prevention cost, appraisal cost, internal failure, external failure. In this 4 blocks, let know which is the most expensive as per you.
External failure cost.
External
Mhm.
failure.
Cost.
Okay, Patel, what do you have?
Some
There
may
are
even
two
go to the
things.
lawsuits.
Lawsuits can happen. Okay, go ahead, Patel.
Yeah. So there are two things, right? One is scrap would be one of the biggest losses. That answer I wanted to give. And the question that I had is, why do we have destructive testing as appraisal cost?
How, from
Why?
where you get the where you get the time and money for this? Are you spending some tools, techniques, people, time? Are you doing free or is it coming with the money?
It will come with money.
You have to spend some time, right? Everything is cost,
Yeah.
right? Every minute is a cost. So you have to spend time and money for it. Okay, let's come back to the question here. I heard people are saying external failures is the expensive now. Why you people think this is very expensive?
Because you will lose the business.
It's already in
Brand.
the
It's
already
a
in the
later
market.
part
People
of
are
it.
using. Public is
Yeah,
already
the
using it.
project is done.
Product
Can
is
I?
already in the market.
Fantastic. Can I call this as a
Customer
goodwill
satisfaction.
failure? Have you
Yeah.
heard this word
Goodwill
goodwill?
failure.
Yes,
Yeah.
goodwill
Yeah.
failure.
Loss of
Yes.
I
reputation.
think you all agree, right? When a goodwill is getting spoiled, it's so tough to get it back. Is it so?
Yeah. Yes.
You see, right? The politicians and the top stars spend millions of dollars to hold the reputation, isn't it? But we are living in a world, if you're not real, they will find you immediately. Are we living in that kind of world? We are living in that world for information. 50 years back, whatever you read in a newspaper, that's true. In the newspaper, it will take 1 week to come, 1 month to come. But now what is happening? Within few seconds, you'll get all your information. It can be good, it can be bad. Holding a goodwill, saying a good person, so much tough, so much tough. And these companies are spending a lot of money on that. Why they spend money? To maintain this goodwill part. That's the reason you get a recall of the product. Have you seen a recall from the companies? Recall
Yes.
and fixing the problem. And many companies spend a lot of time and money for this area to hold this process. This is all part of quality. I'm talking at the product level, not only the project level, whole product level. Let me show this point. Even if if you go to big companies, it could be electronics, cosmetics, or textile, companies are spending a lot of time on this training or testing or fixing. They do a lot of money because they don't want to fall in this trap area. If you go into this area, your product will be spoiled. For example, I'm sure you all buy some shoes, isn't it? You all buy shoes. In this shoes, there are different levels of companies. Some are pretty expensive, moderate, low level. All are there. Shri, why are you using expensive? Okay, let's go by expensive. Expensive doesn't mean quality. It could be grade also. If you go to Nike shoes, if you go to Reebok shoes, showroom, they'll have a different grades of shoes in the showroom. Have you seen that? Different grades?
Yes. Yes.
So I have sometimes visited a Nike showroom either in Asia or somewhere in US or Europe. Some showrooms, they'll keep a shoes in a separate place, special place. They have focused lights on that. When you lift the shoe and see that, it'll be very lightweight, super thin and lightweight. It'll be a cloth material like your t-shirt or such a material. If you turn back and see the bill amount, you know what the amount will be? How many zeros?
At least.
You'll be like, really? Really? Have anyone surprised like that? This shoe, that cost? Have anyone surprised like that?
Yes.
Right? It'd be like, for a moment, you'll be surprised. Really? Before the sales executive comes, I'll keep the shoe there itself and move as if I didn't see that. All right? That's expensive it is. We can't buy everything, right? However, they spend money on that because they do a lot of research on that. Can I call R&D costs is involved? It's not about that material cost, right? It is an R&D cost. It's the marketing cost. It could be the brand value. Everything comes on that Nike and Reebok shoe. Again, if you don't want to buy that, in some market, you get a shoe called Adibas. If you don't want Adidas, you have Adibas. Have you heard Adibas?
Yeah.
Adibas is a company. Adidas will have 3 lines. Adibas will have 4 lines.
4 lines.
Adidas cannot bring that kind of fancy color, but these guys will bring a different color, looks amazingly beautiful, lesser price, 10% of the price. Okay, I bought Adibas, looks so beautiful. Imagine I wear this shoe and I start running, maybe 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, 3 kilometer. After 3 kilometer, I found this shoe has a auto sole opening system. Okay, what happens is after 3 kilometers, the thumb finger will automatically come out and start taking oxygen. You like it. It's a new grade. I am not saying Adibas is a bad company. Adibas could have started low level company. Later, you have to improve your team members by training, proper testing, proper reworking. If you don't do that, Adibas will become a comic shoe content. Is this true?
Yeah.
Yes.
In India, 10 and 15 years back, some mobile phone companies came in. They became a comic piece because they didn't focus on training and making a proper quality check. And today, those phones are not in the market at all. You know that? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Every company starts in the bottom level. You cannot expect quality on the first day. You have to improve on working. Now, let's come back to your project. Your project on the first day will not have all the quality in place. As a project manager, how you are spending your time? Are you putting any effort on appraisal cost? Are you doing an internal failure check? Are you checking on the training part? Are you doing that? And that's your management scalability. Yeah. Sorry, guys, if somebody has a Adibas, I'm not against you. I'm just using it as an example. Okay. Still, Adibas could be a good shoes. I don't know. Okay, let's go for it. I have a video to play here. This video talks about quality issues happening in the market. So far, I have shown you some successful project. Now I'll use something called failure projects. The ask with you is, end of this video, I want you to let me know, do you think these issues could be prevented? Only thing ask is prevented. If prevented, what kind of prevention? Okay, let me play this video first. Volume is good for you. Yeah, let's go.
Engines throttling up, 3 engines now at 104%. Challenger, go with throttle up. Looking very carefully at the situation, obviously a major malfunction.
Nancy and I are pained to the core with the tragedy of the shuttle challenge. This is truly a national loss.
deeply sorry for any accident that Toyota drivers have experienced.
They potentially have the best answers, so I know whose ass to kick.
All right. Did anyone felt the impact of this video?
Blaming.
Consulting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Losses.
Okay.
Actually resource utilization of resources,
Compromising on quality.
and the procurement
Compromise.
failure.
Okay. I'm seeing some bullet points from who is that putting the point? Vidat has put some point. Allowing high risk of a repeatable failed product of simple items, cost damage. Shift in priority. Ignorance and poor governance. Devastating effect. Fantastic. Now, coming back to this point, I believe this happened once and we captured the video, right? After this, it's not happening in the world. Can we say like that?
No, it's happening.
No, at smaller level, it is still happening.
It's still happening.
Still happening? But we already saw this years back. By now, we should have corrected it, right? Why still it is happening?
Due to early coming into the market, to capture the market, in fact.
Okay. Because of speed, we are making quality problem?
Yes.
If you're given enough time, still you think the problem will be happening or it will be zero?
It will be
It will be happening, but it's a mentality to have a quality.
It's basically awareness.
Yes.
It is also the personal
Quality is a
interest of
mindset.
people.
Very good. Very good.
Personal interest.
And what I saw in the video,
Yes,
whatever I
yes.
saw in the video, I think this could have been prevented, isn't it? There's a possibility of prevention.
Yes, yes,
Some
yes.
some of them are least cost. Even find some of them are least cost. Money is not a problem. It is about taking that call, taking the right call. Okay, stop it. And this right call should come from who? Question to you.
Management.
By ourselves.
One who is
It's
accountable.
From all
Project manager.
the members from
It's us.
Okay.
Every
For
single individual.
For information, there is a term called TQM. Total
quality
Quality Management. Let's imagine there is a child growing up, your home or my home. This child, being a good child in a society or an anti-element in the society, belongs to who? Is it parents, teachers, movies, books, roadside? Who belongs to this?
It's responsible for all.
Overall, isn't it? Isn't it? If a kid grows up in a toxic environment, don't expect the kid to be super great. Maybe exceptionally, isn't it?
Yes.
If I smoke every day, if I keep yelling at the spouse every day, if I watch all crappy things in the television, then should I expect my children to be super great? Is it
No.
possible?
No.
No.
Maybe exceptionally, but 90% chance is low. So quality is a TQM, total quality management. But what our parents are doing in society, expect school to do every magic. Is it so?
Yeah.
Every parents in society, they want to pay heavy money to some school, expect school will do the magic. They don't know the basic thumb rule. First, everything starts from where? From
Us.
where? From the
At
family.
home.
It starts from there. It starts from there, actually. Unfortunately, poor kid, poor parents. Now, look at this term, what Henry Ford says. If anyone remember Henry Ford says quality means doing it right when no one else is looking at it. Is it true by any chance?
Yes.
True.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I say that you people are highly quality people on a Sunday, late evening in India, you're sitting and listening the class, taking notes. Is anybody watching at you?
No.
No.
No one is watching. You can skip this, you can open multiple browsers, you can type something, watch some videos, do something, but you're not doing and you're watching the class. Can I say you are that person with high quality?
Yes.
Yes.
You should be proud of it. If it is happening, and this is what they expect in project management. But tell me honestly, have you done this, a mistake in your life when someone is not watching, you cut the corner? Somewhere in your life, you did it at least once.
Yes.
Yes.
I have done
Yes.
it. I have done it.
I-
Years back, I've done it. No one is watching, just wrap the bag, go home. I've done it. Later, the more I read the books, I understood you can cheat the whole world. The day when you cheat yourself, you are the poorest person in the world. You know that?
Yes.
After reading the books, I understood whom I am cheating here. I'm cheating on myself. Look like I'm shooting on my own leg. And then I started changing the way of looking things. No one watch me in the class. I can do anything. I can go anywhere in the world. I have money in my pocket. I can drink, do all the stuff. But you put yourself, this is the right way to do. This also I learned some time back when I was in Texas in one of the place. There was a restaurant I was staying there. It's a resort. For a company I was working, I had to stay there. By 6 o'clock, the dinner will be served. So I went to 7:30 to dinner. I was a late person. There was a big elderly woman, big woman. She was there and called me, "Hey, lazy bone, you're pretty late." I said, "Yeah, I was in a call." Then I was having dinner all alone on the table. This is all 15 years back. Yeah, some years back. No one in the restaurant, only me and the elderly woman. Okay. No camera, no manager, no one is there. This woman is cleaning the table. Restaurant closing time. She's cleaning the table. You know how she was cleaning the table? It's a round rose wood table. Good shining one. Okay. No dust much in US landscape. This woman was cleaning end to end edge of the table, even though no dust is there. And then she looked the table in the sidewise. You know why she's seeing by sidewise the table? To
See
check
the dust.
Is there any
does it.
dirt or they are not?
After
Quality
doing
check.
that, after doing that, she will do a body language. I still remember she says yes to herself. Okay. Old big lady. Again, she goes to next table, clear fully, and says yes. Can I say that she has grown up with the mindset quality means doing it right even when no one is watching? Is it what she's doing?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Yes.
still remember that lady. I
Self-satisfied
don't
person.
know. I don't know whether I don't know how she is right now, but I still remember her, which means each one of you and me, Monday till Friday in office, if you follow this, I'll tell you, it's not about a company grows, you grow first, and then your company also grows. Is this true?
Yeah.
True.
Now,
Yes.
now let's go back to the video. In the video, when you saw Toyota problem, when you saw the NASA problem, when you saw other problem, if every team member in the team followed this process, chances are we could have prevented some life loss. Is it true?
True.
Yes.
Right? So quality is not in the test cases. People say that the Selenium test cases, automation, robotic, those are just an instrument. Quality is all about what? It's a mindset, it's a behavior, it's a character. And that's what all these guys are talking about hundreds of years. And people are still relying on AI will do great quality. Do you think AI will do great quality? If I don't think that,
No.
you think so?
No.
No. If I'm a stupid, AI also will be a stupid. Is this true?
Yes. We
Yes.
are the one who train AI.
Yeah, that's a situation. That's a situation. Now tell me, in your industry, what standards you have? Just put in the chat window what standards you see in your industry, ISO or some other standards. Let me look at your chat box. Mhm. Oh, wow, a lot of standards coming up. Okay. ISO FDA guidelines. Okay. US FDA, ISO, World Health or WHO, Six Sigma. Fantastic. A lot of coming up. A lot coming up. Nice to know. Nice. So there is something called Six Sigma standard. Is it followed in some of your industries? Six Sigma. Six
Yes, in
Sigma.
process industry it will happen, sir.
They do it,
Automotive
right? Do anyone know the number they follow? 99.99995 or 6 nines.
99.99966.
Some 9 and it goes on, which says out of 1 million product, 3.4 could be defective. Isn't it? Out of 1 million, 3.4 could be defective. Could be defective, not must be defective. Okay, could be defective. It looks a high standard so far, isn't it? So now imagine there is a parachute, parachute, right? You put in that and fly from the flight. That parachute is getting ready and they follow Six Sigma standard. You go for a holiday somewhere in Dubai. No, Dubai is not a good place to go now. Let's imagine go to Goa. You're in Goa, you're flying there and you want to jump from there. When you want to jump, this guy gives me all your parachutes. Please wear it. While you're wearing, this guy says, we are following Six Sigma standards. Chances are 3.4 can be defective. Will you wear that?
No.
Yeah. But only 3.4 could be defective, right? 1 million. Out of 1 million, 3.4. What's the problem? You can wear it.
It is the one
What
that
if that is
That
what
luckiest
if that is
person
worse?
will be the who is wearing it.
Actually, it is 3.4 defects per million, million by defects per opportunities. It is
Yeah,
DPM
but,
was.
but do you have a chance? Will it happen or don't happen?
Yeah, it happened.
Yeah, there will be.
Probability are there, right? So now, why I want to say this example is, there are some industries you can't rely on Six Sigma. There is something called zero tolerance. Have you heard about zero tolerance?
Yes.
Yeah, some industry. For example, we spoke of the military and army. Those sections probably you cannot bring that, right? You got to have a zero tolerance. You cannot have a bulletproof with Six Sigma. Is it possible? Six Sigma with the bulletproof. Yeah, we don't know whether it works. So there are some industries a different form. The reason I question you is what standard your industry is following, how much you are aware of it. I have some managers interviewed. Surprisingly, those guys don't even know what standard they follow in the company. And these guys are applying for a manager role. I asked them what kind of testing you do in your company. They say that we have automated testing. It will go from here to here. Okay. Then after third level, they don't have any topic to talk in quality itself. In a project management, quality is much important, and you should know what quality means from customer's perspective, what standard your industry is following, what standard is expected in the coming years. You should be aware of it. It's pretty important. If anyone is preparing for interview, please read quality management for an interview. Surprisingly. Let's talk something more. How to address this quality problems. This name, you should be aware of it. Have you heard this name, this guy? A gentleman. Sakichi Toyoda is a founder of Toyota, if you heard about Toyota. Initially, Toyota was doing a looming business. Then only they came to automobile, like what BYD was doing some years back. So now, Sakichi Toyoda brought something called a 5-why analysis in the year 1930. We are close to 100 years, isn't it? Still 100 years, this method is most popular method in the world. 5 whys. Why we are asking 5 times why? Are we look like something wrong with us, right? When you ask 5 times why, something wrong with us.
I think we'll go to the root of the problem.
Exactly.
After
Exactly.
asking
They say
5
that
whys.
first time why, you get a very basic answer. And if you start getting detail into that, can you explain further on this, why it happened? They say X reason. Can you explain why this X reason happened? You give a Y reason. Can you explain why the Y reason happened? Then you go further down, which means you come with a natural tendency of defending mode. You know defending mode? We all say that. I know some of you would have joined the class today early or late, or somebody could not join the class. If you ask them, you'll give some answer. If I ask 5 times why, you may find a root cause. Oh, okay, I should have done it a better way. So root cause is a thing which really solve the problem. This is from Sakichi Toyoda 100 years back. 5 times why helps us. Is anyone using 5 times why in your companies by any chance? Do you?
Yes.
Why
Why analysis.
Okay, which industry it is? Which industry are you using 5 times why?
Pharma mainly.
Into pharma.
Automotive.
All right.
Automotive
For
sector.
information, it started from automobile and now it is everywhere. In information technology, it's heavily used. Many companies in the US and Europe, I've seen they heavily rely on this and fishbone diagram, if you heard about it.
Fishbone
They
diagram.
heavily use it.
Yes.
5-time wise is moving you from your defending mode and start really finding the answer in a collaborative way. Sometimes when you come late from your office work on Friday night, sometimes your spouse will use 5-time why. Have you seen that? But they use a
Yes.
tone. They use a different, that tone itself will tell you, oh my God, be careful. I'm not talking that 5-time why. Let's go further down. I'll give an example for 5-times why. This is from your management book. There is something called Jefferson Memorial in Washington, D.C. I'm sure some of you would have visited it. Have anyone been here? Jefferson Memorial?
No.
If you know Abraham Lincoln statue, those area, you've been there. Okay. If you've not been, it's okay. It's one of the memorial. Okay. Not a big deal. It's a memorial there. This memorial, they keep cleaning and painting. It's a big problem in the process, which means if you look at the process problem, the memorial was wearing out. Wearing out means what? What wearing out means?
Paint is
Due to aging.
No,
Textures.
the painting or maybe plastering is coming out.
Something is problem, right? They found that they needed to frequently repaint due to repeated pressure washing. You heard about pressure washing? They push the heavily. Now the question is, this is very costly and yeah, it's going to spoil the whole monument. So what to do? Why is a monument disintegrating? The answer is harsh chemical. The question is, why are you using harsh chemical? Pigeon droppings. Oh my God, pigeon droppings. Thankfully, that time this president was not there. Then we'll fire all the pigeon. Okay, let's move forward. Why are so many pigeons? Why are so many pigeons are there? They come there to eat spiders. Ah, really? That's interesting. Then why the spiders are coming there? But Shri, this is a pathetic man. You keep on asking question. Yeah, please go for it. Okay, why spiders are coming there? There is something called gans. Gans is a small insect, if somebody's seen it. In the sunrise or sunset, usually sunset timeline, it will start coming up. Yeah? Near the lights, you will see the small one. Why are so many gans coming up there? They say that they're attracted to the light at the dusk. Dusk is the time between the sunset and the evening time. Now the question is, this is the time the gans are coming. You can even further ask question. There is no thumb rule. You have to ask only 5 times. You can ask 6 times, 8 times, 10 times as you wish. But here they found an answer. The answer here is when you turn the lights on, after the dusk is over, which means maybe after 6:10, 6:15, 6:20, 6:30, 7 o'clock, something like that, the insects won't come. If the insects don't come, spiders won't come. If spiders won't come, pigeon dropping won't come. If pigeon dropping won't come, this can be avoided. It's a real case study for information. If you Google later, you'll find it's a real case study. But now, imagine what if we stopped somewhere here, saying that why it's disintegrating? Harsh chemical. Okay, let's say change the chemical. Will this solve the problem?
no.
No.
But is it what happening in many industry?
Yes.
Yeah.
This chemical is not working. Choose another chemical. Manual testing is not working. Use automated testing. Automated is not working. Use AI. Do you know the root of the problem?
No.
It's not happening, right? It's not happening, right? Even family problem, the root is not identified. Right? They quickly go for divorce. Do you know the root of the problem? If you go at bottom of the problem, you will see that, oh my God, it's an ego problem and just give up something, it will be okay. Finding the root is a professional skill set where you and me has been employed for it. Go root and find why it's happening. It is not always mandatory for you and you find the answer somewhere here, right? Possible. So message here is coming out of a defending mode and going detail into that is another way to, is it a prevention? Is it a proactive or reactive? This one.
Reactive.
Reactive. Can this help for proactive in future also?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Possibly. Yeah, we have to do that part. It's pretty important. Do you guys like the Japanese people now for this, the way they're doing this process? Looks interesting, right? Okay, let's play a video right now. I'm going to bring another story for you. I'm keep on praising Japanese people for the quality. Any other country pop up for quality? I keep on saying Japanese. Any other country you think is good for quality?
Korea.
South Korea.
German is also good. Certain products are good. Soon you will start reading a lot about Chinese in the book. Do anyone think Chinese are making amazing quality products?
Yes.
Yes.
Now they are
For
They're
them.
doing for they're doing for
They
long,
have
long
mixed.
time. Chinese are super good salespeople. If you have $10, they'll give that particular quality for you. If you give $1, they'll give that particular product for you. Are you aware of this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, they're smart.
If you live in a landscape where your landscape can pay only $1, you will tell it's a poor quality because you've never seen what is a $10 product. Have you? And we easily make fun
True.
of China. If anyone in this room make fun of China, I'm saying this for last 10, 15 years, you will be worried to the core in 10 years from now. This is how Japanese started delivering the product in their timeline. Later, they improved in a way the world cannot touch base with Japan. And now China is going to the level where people have to beg them to make a product like that, which means such a standard they're bringing. Never underestimate a country next to you because they have many process which will come to management book in another 10 years. Amazingly doing job. Of course, they have a bad side also. I will not deny that they have bad side. Since I spoke a lot about Japanese so good, I'm going to talk something poor about Japanese right now. This video is going to talk about something went wrong. What you see in the picture is a US roadside. There was an accident. In this accident, the airbag blasted. When the airbag blasted, the airbag killed people. This airbag comes from a Japanese company. Could be manufacturing in the US or somewhere in Asia, but airbag blasted. What I want you to observe in this video is why this airbag blasted. When you observe the Y parameter, you'll be super surprised. A small thing was missed out. Now you have to tell me who should have got this problem. Is it the airbag company or the car company who fixed the airbag? Two parties are involved. One is airbag selling company. Another one is a car company. For example, in this video, they talk about BMW or Ford. Who should have captured this problem? I want you to observe that part. Let me play this video. Please put yourself mute so we are as a background sound. Let me play this stuff.
It's been a long road with Takata airbags. The first recall came in 2008 when Honda wanted to replace possibly defective airbags in 4,000 vehicles. By 2014, there was a congressional hearing.
For years, it's obvious that Takata did not put safety first.
In 2016, federal regulators said the defect in Takata airbags killed 10 people.
She was 26 years old when her life was taken from her.
Alexander Bragman's daughter, Jewel, was in a fender bender, something most people would have walked away from without a scratch. But he says her airbag malfunctioned.
The shrapnel in her airbag cut her carotid artery and she lost 9 pints of blood.
Transportation safety experts say some Takata airbags lacked a desiccant. It's like those packets that absorb moisture that come with new shoes or electronics. That defect allowed extra moisture to build up and break down the airbag. So when it deployed, sometimes metal fragments flew out towards the driver's face. The airbag maker eventually agreed to recall more than 67 million inflators, making the Takata recall the largest in American history. Over the next couple of years, there were supply chain issues before supply chain issues became a part of our daily vocabulary with coronavirus. It could take months to get an appointment for a replacement. But a new report from an independent monitor of the recall says during the pandemic, repair people caught up with demand. 50 million airbags have been repaired, and 98% of high-risk vehicles have been fixed. But things take a turn as we head into this year, 2021. In January, Ford issues 154,000 recalls of Ranger pickup trucks. Mustangs, GT Coupes, Edge, Lincoln MKX SUVs, Fusion, Mercury Milan, and Lincoln MKZ sedans, because they might have accidentally repaired them with old recalled airbags that were supposed to be thrown away, but instead remained on the shelves. In May, BMW recalled thousands of 3 Series because they had Takata airbags that were inspected but not replaced under a previous recall. Consumer Reports say these latest recalls show how seriously manufacturers take Takata airbag problems.
And I think that at this point, manufacturers want to err on the side of caution. Any kind of death or injury is tragic, and we want to do everything we can to mitigate those and to make sure that those kind of things don't happen. But it's also important to look at the numbers.
He says in all the years of issues with Takata, 1 million airbags deployed in crashes, causing 400 injuries and 19 deaths.
That any death is not good, but it's a really rare thing.
The big question now, is this the end of the road? In September, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration started an investigation into 30 million vehicles not covered in the initial recalls. They just wanted to double check that they were safe. Consumer Reports says it's another example of being extra cautious, but we'll see if the recall continues to grow. Ben Briscoe, 2 wants to know.
Hey, sorry guys. All right. Hope you hear me now.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So question back to you. How many of you observed two parties involved here? One is the airbag company, Takata. Takata comes from which country?
Japan.
Japanese. I don't know. Maybe the manufacturing unit could be in California. I don't know. I don't go for that. I'm talking about the process coming from the head office, which is Japanese. And another company involved is, let's talk about some car companies. So Ford was there, Honda was there, even BMW 3 Series was there, right? The most popular series, 3 Series. Okay. Now, question to you: who should have found this problem? Question to you.
Honda.
First of all, the
Car company.
car company.
Car companies. Why not the airbag company on their side?
Airbag company have
That is their wish to prepare what type of grade. No, but
actually the safety precautions should be there to provide the moisture related things whenever they offered that airbag actually.
Okay, let's go with the basic question. 5 times why? Why the airbag has blasted?
Because of the moisture.
Moisture. But the moisture could have been observed by something called desiccant, which we have in our shoes or any bag. Is it a basic thumb requirement for airbag?
It should
I don't
be.
think it's I don't think it's an advanced or it is an add-on feature. It's a basic, isn't it?
Yes.
It should be available, right?
Yes.
Safety
So now,
precautions.
yeah. So point is, it is missing out. I feel that both the companies should involve into the quality parameter. It's not one organization. Can I call that as also a TQM? The reason I'm bringing it is it's a collaborated TQM, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
I cannot tell Takata, I cannot tell a car company. It's a both together, right? Should happen. And where should start from? It's from all the employees in the team, understanding the parameter. Now, I don't know whether the company exists now with all this problem. I think some other company acquired them already. So coming back here, it is not because you come from a landscape which you have a highest process, great quality, you will do it. You too have an opportunity of making mistakes. But again, keep empiricism in mind. What is empiricism?
Learning from the previous
Right.
gaining knowledge from experience.
Knowledge comes from experience.
Knowledge comes from experience, and you make decisions based on what you have observed. This is how the human life goes. This is also applicable to some of you in this classroom. Some of you could be a school topper, college topper, or greatest people in management. But you may also fail in your practice exams and the way you read the book. I don't think you have to feel bad about it. Rather, look for how can you come out of that, doing the 5 times why, and that's a way of you improve the things. Yeah, possibly. That is a question for you. All right, I'm seeing some numbers and answers coming up here. I know some of you are still reading the question. It's a very big question. Okay, let's give you seconds. I'm saying majority dominated by D and some C is also available. So what we'll do is I already declared the answer here pretty quickly. Since the domination is D, I showed the answer now, but I want to listen from both the party D and C. What terminology or what sentence in the question made you to choose C or a D? Any one of you starting with the C? Let's start with the C. What one sentence you thought C could be a good answer? What one sentence in the question?
The simulation, the realistic simulation of end user condition, right? The simulation piece is a little bit tricky.
That is the answer. I'm looking from the question. From the question, what sentence gave that it triggered?
Yeah, so avoid in future. Avoid in future.
Final product was unstable.
The final product.
Demo of quality. All right. So unusable because a worker gloves are too thick, kind of, yeah, it is not really going well. So a close realistic simulation could save our skin. That's what the belief, right? Okay, that's from the C people. Let's go with the D people. Even though D is the right answer. People with the D, what line in the question triggered you? D is a good answer.
Product
the same
was unusable.
Unusable.
IT department approved the software, not the end user. So, but actually they are preparing that for the end user, how they use it.
Okay.
They say the final is unusable, so there can be an intermediate prototype that can be tested before a final usability.
Okay, fantastic. Good. I like both the points. Now let's come to the core understanding. Two English words make the whole difference here. One is a simulation, one is prototype. What is a weightage in the market between these two when both has opportunity to happen? Because in some product, one cannot happen. In some product, prototype cannot happen. In some product, simulation cannot happen. But here, I have both options. I can make a simulation. I think some of you know what is simulation. They call it twin machines or simulations. It look like. The look like can also be shown to the customer. That's another answer. So you have a simulation, you have a prototype. Prototype is given to someone to touch and feel it. Another one is they don't need to come here. I will utilize a simulation look like. Both are there. So in this, which one is the highest weightage? If I have a scale of 1 to 10, 1 to 10, 10 is the highest.
Prototype should be the highest.
Which has the highest scale?
Prototype.
Prototype clearly wins. If in case prototype cannot be done on that particular place, your customer cannot come to that place. Now which will stand highest?
Then simulation.
Simulation. So why I took this answers with the sharing answer is C and D both are nice answers. Whereas creating a realistic simulation is a super challenge. Super challenge. But you can do that provided customer is not there or available. But if there is a chance your customer is coming close to you or there's an opportunity to involve them, I believe most companies will go there. You want to test and feel it. In this class, some of you would have joined listening the recording of first day of the class. Or, is it a realistic simulation or is it a prototype itself?
Prototype.
You saw really who this idiot talking here. Then you decide, let's go for this class. Or you can go simulation also if there is no opportunity. But what I want to say, inequality, both are important. You can't deny. But if a customer by any chance can meet you even for 5 minutes, I will say that is a cutting edge. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Why I have to take this time to explain you? In exam hall, when you see any chance in the answer, something getting bit closer to the customer, that can be a better answer. I'm not saying that's the best one, could be better. So give bit importance to customer-oriented choices. Is it also true in real life? Leave the PMI exam itself. In real life, do you think getting close to the customer is more weightage?
Yes, customer
Yes.
satisfaction is finalized.
It is more weightage higher than. Let's come to real problem. Have anyone seen this kind of machines where you use your gloves and your touch it doesn't work? Have you seen this in automobile, pharmaceutical, or a software industry? Have you seen this?
Yes.
Mobile phones.
Mobile phones itself like that, right? It happens. There are many machines which has a touch screen where you have to go and use it, and people use the gloves and do that. Definitely simulation helps, but bringing a customer will save a lot of time and money for me because not about the product. There is something called customer satisfaction. There is something called early involvement of customer in my system. And when these two happen, I bring something called feedback loop. This feedback loop will help me a lot to solve the problem. If that cannot happen, then I go for simulation. Or when I invite these people to do a prototype with me, that moment I can make a realistic simulation also. Is it possible? That's also a place for us. Right. Now, for the quality parameter, our ultimate goal is meeting requirement of the customer. When I want to meet the requirement, I'll use anything in the world, but definitely I will not miss an opportunity to touch base with the customer. So people went with the answer C. Do you see opportunity to go with the D if there is a place? Will you do that?
Yeah, D is always a better choice because it's a physical prototype,
Go
right?
for it. However, if D is not there, I'll go with the people with the C, isn't it?
C. Yeah.
You'll go for it. Okay. I'm just keeping this. Keep in mind when you go for the exam hall. Good job, guys. Now look at this circles. Now you know a little bit about this, right? Help me. What we do in QA, what we do in QC generally.
QA test the
QA
process.
assure the quality.
In QC,
Before we
product will
deliver
be
it.
tested.
No, QA is documentation
we
and
deliver.
QC is testing it.
QA is
Quality
creation
control
of
after
process
delivering
and
whether it's
QC is
working
doing
fine or not.
testings
Okay.
via those
Okay.
tools.
Okay. Good. Nice. Now take a moment. Some words are given here. Read at least one or two words in QA, one or two
Proactive
words in
and
QC,
reactive.
one or two words you read yourself, whichever you like.
Proactive, reactive, process oriented, product oriented.
Very good. One is process, one is product.
Full team and dedicated personnel.
When both join, somewhere it is written, gain customer trust. Can you see that line?
Yes.
In the middle. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So when you bring both together, if I have only QA, if I don't have a QC, then there's a problem. If I have a QC, but I don't have a QA, that's also a problem, isn't it? Now let's see how to understand this better. Okay, there are a lot of terms here. Let's understand how to understand this better. I'll take with an example. Have you seen this kind of place somewhere in your life?
Airport.
Airport could be railway station also. Could be a bus stop also. After everywhere you have to check people, isn't it? You have to check people all the time. Some of you like this. Is anyone here who love this to stand in the line like this? You wait for it. I want to stand in the line. Do you?
No.
That too, if you travel for 14 hours or 12 hours in the flight, I don't think you like it, isn't it? It'll be like most irritating stuff. Now, what is happening here? Keeping in mind QA and QC, what is happening here? Is it QA or QC?
Security is QA. Security check is QC.
Security check is QC. Yeah. The first one and the second one is
Okay. Who decided this kind of check should happen? The bags are checked, your dress code is checked, not dress code. Within the dress, what you have is checked. There is a entry system. What that is called as? What that is called as?
Transit operator.
See, the bags are opened and checked here. You can see there is a entry gate here. There is a checked here. And your passport details are checked here. This checked here. That checked here. There is a check is happening. Now, can I call this all something called a process which is set by the airport authorities under the tag called QA?
Yes.
And it is applied through some automation, manual, or something that's called QC. If I set this QA and QC sometime and then just forget it, let it work on its own, can I live like that for years?
No.
No. Then what do you do? When you check something, you check this person, is this person intentionally, watch out here, intentionally or unintentionally carrying something which can harm people? Is it true?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is not always intentional. It could be some unintentional also, isn't it? Maybe you have a sharp equipment in your pocket, but you don't know that. Now I have to capture this. By mistake, my process, watch out, my process missed this. This is called escaped defect. Have you heard escape defect?
Yes.
In a product, whether any industry you live, there is a chance some defects can get escaped. Getting
Yes.
little, I'm going to mute some of you. Sorry, guys. Mute you, some of you. Okay. There is an escape defect goes out. Now, when an escape defect goes out, that's a data feed come from QC to QA. Why the data feed comes from QC to QA? Hey, there is a person with a sharp equipment got on the flight. We missed it. Now, what we should do with the QA? Tighten the process. Can I?
R&D process. Yeah.
Can I tighten the process? So
No,
what
first
you will do
we
now?
have to investigate. First we
Yes.
have to investigate root cause.
You go deep. You go deep, isn't it? We learned 5 times
Rechecking.
why or H1. You understand what is happening. This is what happening in your corporate. In your corporate, they will have a different name tag. Don't worry about the name tag. The underlying basement is QA and QC. See, I come from software industry, man. We use a Selenium, robotic AI. It's all coming from here. The base is same. Naming convention keep changing, but the base is process and product should work hand on hand. Let's talk about the airport. 35 years back or 40 years back, do you think this kind of checking we had in airports? I doubt.
Don't
I
think.
doubt.
No.
I don't. I think we have the sniffer dogs. We have that metal detectors, isn't it? That's what we have. Because number of people traveling also very less. 1980s, 1990s, very less people travel. Only government officials will go in some part of the world. Some part of the world, yeah, people travel. After this information technology boom came in and people have to go faster, yeah, more people started traveling. 2001, something happened in the world in one particular place. After which the whole security system got changed. Is this true? And from there, we evolved over a period of time. Today, we have multiple checkings. I don't know how many of you go in the flights regularly. If you go
Yeah.
some countries, very lenient checking, some are very strict checking. Some people, they ask you to stand like this and they scan the whole body and skin. You know those machines? Scanner machine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Take all the
Yes.
body and, yeah, they do that. They see you nude altogether, how you look into the skin. All process happens. They check everything. But see, why you have to do that, man? The whole process, if you're constantly working on quality control, quality assurance, because I'm looking for an outcome. What kind of outcome? Can I call this as an outcome you're looking for with your family when you travel?
Yes.
But
Yes.
see, is everyone bad in the flight? Not necessarily. What if unintentionally I carry something that can harm people? Is it a problem? Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe. So in your product qualification, you constantly check what is intentional, unintentional. I'm not checking intentional here. I keep watching out what can be an escape defect. Keep watching. Process improvement. I took airport as an example. You can quote your own examples. But point is, if you watch airport every year, things are changing. Now, let's talk about QA, quality assurance. 10 years from now, do you think the security system would have been upgraded in airports? You think so?
Yes.
Could be, right? I don't think you will have the same process what you have today. Something can be different. Maybe they use a system the day when I book the flight, say from San Francisco, okay, in India from Goa to Mumbai, someone putting a flight. Now there could be a system which starts monitoring me, satellite tracking the day when I book the ticket. It'll track me all the day. When I enter the airport, no security guard, the gate automatically opens. It shows me virtual reality where to walk to the flight. Can this happen?
Could be.
Maybe it could happen, right? I can wear a specs and tell me how to navigate and get to the seats. Because in airport, navigating is the biggest problem. Not in Indian airports, but if you go to some other airports, very huge in size, you will get lost, isn't it? I'll bring a new system. And you tell me this is a seat number 824, go and sit there. I'll be sit there and says, welcome to the flight. Fantastic. All set, ready. It tracks me all the 1 week and 1 month when I book the ticket, so that no terrorism problem, any problem, they check me everything. Maybe it'll improve to the level it says that Shri, next time when you come to the flight, please take shower and come. Oh God. Do you know that? Yeah, and keep watching. You didn't take shower. Technology could improve, but I will call that as a quality assurance, and quality control is a packed process. Now you tell me, in your company, how this quality assurance is improved. Who is doing this job?
Functional teams.
Is it out of your project team or inside your project team?
Inside the project team.
It should be inside. In your
Yes.
company, there will be a department for quality. I'm
Yes.
not saying they should not be there. They should be there. But in your team, who is talking quality assurance? Or you? Or you a person? If you are a manager, you are the person.
Yes.
You should drive your team to talk about quality assurance. Shri, in my company, department will do. Yes, they will do. But what is your standard? You keep talking about how to improve the process. And that's pretty important. Okay, let's move a little forward. Another question. I want to bring a tool for you, so I'm putting this question. I believe the answer is going to be easy because I want to introduce a tool. So I put this question. I think people have got the answers clearly. D looks a prominent answer, right? As per the question at least. Okay, since no much debate on this question answer, I'll go to the tool itself, what I want to explain you. Now, as most of you say D's answer, the name is called a cause and effect diagram. Cause and effect diagram, which means, can I call this as a fishbone diagram?
Yes.
Okay, now look at this picture. The question I brought is to tell you,
Fishbone diagram.
there is something called Ishikawa diagram. Ishikawa is a guy, as a person in 1950s and 60s framed it. And again, it's also called a YY sometime, not 5 times Y, it's YY. YY, Ishikawa, cause and effect diagram, root cause analysis. It has multiple names. It has multiple names, but one of the most simplest methodology and tool in the world. As you see in the picture, you just use a fishbone to do the job. By the way, you all like this in Nemo? Find Nemo? Fish? You like fish?
Yes.
You like fish?
Yes.
Okay. You like the fish in the plate or in the tank?
Both. Both.
Fish
In the tank.
in its natural habitat.
Both. I like that. I like that. There are some fish, that like you and me in the tank. Please come sit. Yeah. There are some fish. That big mouth, big mouth fish. Please come inside. That too, if you take burger every day, please come in. Lot of cholesterol. Please come in. Okay, let's go for it. Now, in fishbone diagram, if you see head of the fish, look at head of the fish. In head of the fish, they put the problem statement. And then some areas are marked, people, process, and some areas are marked. I'll tell you how real scenarios I've seen, I've used it. You'll have a big A1 paper, or in a whiteboard, somebody will draw head of the fish and put the problem statement. Or it is a digital card, Miro board, or there are some tools available on internet. You put the problem statement and call your 10 or 15 people, team members. Guys, go and write down, put a sticky note if it is a digital. Go and write what problem you think could have made this issue or situation. People go and write. 10 people wrote it in the board. Give 5-6 minutes time. After that, okay, let's use dot voting. Dot voting means you choose which could be the problem as per you. Go and vote for it. It could be what you wrote, you will vote it. Maybe. Imagine in this case, what I'm showing you, lack of training is a problem. 9 people voted for it. Okay. Low maintenance, 11 people voted for it. Delay in arrival, 3 people voted for it. Now, which one obviously highest voted? Low maintenance, right? The moment you see 11 votes for low maintenance, it is not coming from management. Who gives this situation? Your team members, right? Your team member says 11 people says a low maintenance is a problem. Now the problem is identified. Now you take this and start going further deep inside that, maybe using 5 times Y if you want. Why the low maintenance happen? Can you do that? They can put it into 5 times Y further more detail to understand why low maintenance and come with a solution for it. So 5 times Y is one of the way to make it very democratic to find a problem. Question to people. Have anyone used this in your industry?
Yes, we are using in pharma industry.
In
We
pharma
used it.
industry, mostly use the fishbone
Regularly we should
sheet.
use this.
And we also call it
What tools are you
5M,
using? 5M? You're using digital or a physical board? How you use it?
physical board.
Okay, fine.
Using.
Ah, nice,
Physical.
nice. Oh, you draw that already?
Yes.
We will prepare a report.
Very good, very good, very good. I've seen some tools also available. Internet you can browse and get. Very, very simple, easy. People like it. People like it. But you guys do voting also? Because some company don't do voting. You do
No.
voting?
Yeah,
No.
we do.
Voting. Some do voting, but try voting next time. Voting will make more interesting. Because if you put this many issues, you have to talk all the issues. Takes a lot of time. If you vote, which issue you can talk? Top 2, top 3. I can go directly to that point, right? Should not waste your time in all the places. Maybe give a try on that part. Okay, this is one of the tool. Okay, let's walk a little more. There is another tool called Pareto chart. Pareto. Okay. By the way, this person is going to talk about what is Pareto. I'll play the video. Before that, there's a person lived called Wilfred Pareto. That's his name, Wilfred Pareto. Long time back. Okay. Of course, he was living in Italy. And by the time the ruler called this guy, go over the whole country, come back and tell me who hold the property in the country. He took all the data collection, not now, I'm talking years back. He collected all the data and came back and say 80% of the property in Italy is held by 20% of the population. When I give this number, some people will get a spark of it, what I'm talking. What it is?
80-20.
80-20 rule. There is something called 80-20 rule. Wilfred Pareto wrote it for that reason. Later it was started using in many places. Today we start using in quality. 80% of the situation could be on the 20% of causes. If I focus on 20% of causes, chances are I can resolve many problems. Is it possible? It happens. It happens. 80-20 principle. If there is a big political procession is happening, people are shouting, thousands of people shouting, we want this, we want that, shouting. Now they want to control the crowd. You know what they will do? They will apply 80-20 principle. They will send a lot of cops or sheriff or police, whatever country you have. They'll come there. They know which 20% they have to pick up. They pick up, first they talk with them, converse with them, doesn't work out. They pick up that top 20%, put in the cops vehicle, take them. Out of thousands of people, if you pick up 20% of top people and put it there and get inside, what will happen to the rest of the 80?
They'll disperse.
They'll be silent.
Yeah.
They'll disperse.
Maybe they find another top 20 could happen, or 99% of the time they'll disperse and go home. Is this true? Can this happen?
Yeah.
Highly possible
Yeah,
because
it
they
is
don't know
true.
what to do. They don't know what. Maybe for some time they'll stand and shout. After some time they're headless. They'll start moving away. This is a very human nature. Even today in a war system, they'll apply the same format. 80-20 principle. It's very common. 80-20. Leave war. Leave the procession. Go to your dressing wardrobe. You have a dressing wardrobe, right? In dressing wardrobe, 80% of the time you will wear the same 20% of dress which you like the color. Is this true? You wear the same dress. There are some dress material which you ironed, kept it there. It is there in the same place last 6 months. You never touched it. You only bought it. You like that color by the time, but today you don't like it. Is this true?
Yeah.
Is it? Or that was a dress you bought before COVID. After COVID, you have a different version of yourself. That's also there. You can't get inside. Yeah, that's also a problem there. That's also there. So 80-20 principle is very common. Now what we do is, let's watch this video, what this guy is talking about, how to draw 80-20 principle. Then I listen to some of you. Have you seen this in your job? I'll play the sounds here.
80% of the problem or opportunity lies with 20% of the reasons. So what is a Pareto chart? Well, let's take a look. A Pareto chart is both a bar and a line chart. So we're going to draw this up, and it has two axes. So there's the y-axis on the left-hand side, we've got our x-axis, and then we've got another y-axis on the right-hand side. On the right-hand side is the percentage in which something occurs. So we're just going to try to keep it simple here. We'll put 100%, 50%, and then just down here at 0. On the left-hand side, this is the frequency in which an issue occurs. So again, we'll try to keep it simple here, and we'll go with 10, 5, 5, and that would be 0. And then along the bottom, we list the categories or defects of issues that we're seeing. So A, B, C, D, E. And I'll just put the defects. Now, as we're tracking our data from a collection form, we'll look at it and we'll say, well, gosh, how many did we have of each of these? And we try to list these in the order in which is most frequent to least frequent. So it's showing you from big to small. So if we think of defect A, let's imagine that we had 8 of defect A. Defect B, we had 5. Defect C, we only had about 3. Defect D, there was maybe 2, and defect E had 1. Right? So again, and then there's another piece. It's a line chart, and that's where the percentages come in. And what we're trying to do is identify what percentage of the total problem is each of the defects, so we can try to see which is the most common to least common. And we're looking for that 80-20 rule. So imagine we've got this line chart, and we'll just say that if this is 80 here, if we work on...
I'll just give a pause here. How many of you observed what is ABC here in the bottom? X-axis?
Defects.
Very good, very good. From where we get this data? Who gives us this data?
Quality.
Quality team.
Assurance.
All right. Could be any team internal to your project or outside your project, but some team is giving you, provide the data. How important this data should be accurate to put this Pareto chart? Which means if the data is not correct, instead of A, I have a B, my Pareto chart can go wrong. Is it possible?
Yes.
So data perfection and clarity, clean data is more important in this area. One of the problem with the Pareto, not a problem with the Pareto, important thing for Pareto is clear right data. Then what you see on the left side, 0, 5, and 10.
Frequency.
Occurrence? Number of occurrence?
Frequency of occurring of the defect.
Possibly. Now question is, why we have to give attention to the topmost or most happening thing? Why I should give attention to there?
Because of things it's coming regularly.
But every defect should be fixed, isn't it? Every defect should be fixed in a product.
These are reasons.
Shri, to figure out if it's a human error or any kind of other error we are dealing with.
Helps in priority
of the
priority. So with the limited time, we want to attract on which is the most happening or a most burning thing, isn't it?
Yes.
But that doesn't mean I will remove or I will throw away bottom 80%. I want to bring that message. 80% will not be thrown away. But at this point of time, I'll give attention to the topmost one, which means once the topmost one resolved, I'm expecting that could ripple effect to fix some more problems. Is it possible in defects? Sometimes.
Yes.
That's true, yeah. Yes.
It's also possible. I will not tell it's always. It's also possible. Then I will reevaluate the remaining data again and look out for the top cream, which I have to focus. Can this happen? Yeah, it's a continuous process. It's not one-time process. Now, question to people, how many of you seen this kind of model in your job? Pareto model, like not exactly, but something like this prioritizing. Have you seen this in your job?
Yes.
Again, who has this accountability and responsibility in a project to streamline the defects? Where to focus? Who has this accountability responsibility?
Project manager.
Everybody.
Every team member has it, but accountability can rely with sometimes project manager because if I put all my effort into this, I will not have time to do the new job, isn't it? If I don't spend time on this area, this can be a problem in the future also. You remember the prevention cost? Proactive, reactive. So I have to spend the time in a right order. At the same time, I should not be always here. So you have to balance your timeline. So Pareto chart will help you to streamline, to focus where you have to put your efforts. All right. Is there any tool for this used in your company when you use a Pareto chart? You have a specific tool in your company? Excel sheet?
Excel sheet.
Excel, yeah.
Possible. Okay, let's move a little more. Look at this word. Have anyone heard this word Kaizen somewhere?
Yes.
Kaizen.
We heard the
Continuous improvement.
Japanese term Kaizen is a continuous improvement, right? So now continuous improvement can happen on both product and process. Can I say like that? Both?
Yes.
It's not only the product, it's on the process also. Both you have to improve. Now, look at this picture. Let know at least whatever you saw, plan-driven, continuous and project, in a change-driven also. But where in this scenarios, in Agile or a Scrum model at least, where the quality is assured, where the quality gate is happening, where is happening here?
Daily
At
standard.
sprint review and retrospective.
Sprint review. Daily stand-up.
Okay. If somebody don't remember what we discussed, let's imagine day 1, it starts. 10 days, we are going for a sprint. It's a 2-week sprint, if you remember it, isn't it? 2-week sprint. End of 10th day, we are reviewing the product to see is it working as it has to work. So I'm hearing this is one of the quality checking place. Is this true? Okay. If this is one of the place, I agree. Yes, it is. Can I say that by creating definition of ready, first of all, you bring only the well-refined work item into the sprint backlog. This itself is sort of quality check. Is this true?
Yes.
What about preventive action?
You don't bring a crappy work inside the system, right? My mom, if she's clearly aware what breakfast she has to prepare, then she open the refrigerator, bring the right items to the table. She will not bring all the crap on the table. That itself a quality mindset, isn't it? And then somebody said, yes, DO, daily stand-up is a place you pull the hand-on cord. It's a yellow rope. In Toyota, we saw that. You pull the rope, hey, there's something wrong. Let's fix it. It is not there you have to do. You can do anywhere, but that's one of the point, one of the place. And the retrospective, what we fix here?
Process.
What we fix here?
Process.
We fix the process. Is this also quality improvement?
Yes.
And in that, this is a place we talk about what? DO? DOD stands for? Definition of done. All right. Can you see multiple checkpoints in Agile?
Yeah.
If it is followed. If it is not followed, do we still call this Agile?
Agile.
Right? The bhajan starts. Let's start the bhajan. Check it. Yeah? People go to office, come home, get salary, get your tummy bigger, apartment bigger. Check it. 10 years, retired from the company. Yay, I worked in the company. You worked, you've been there. Did you do something valuable? No. The valuable thing starts from understanding the process. Again, knowledge through experience. Fantastic, right? Fantastic. Good. All right. Let's put another question for you. Don't worry about right or wrong answer. Give it an attempt. Let's see how it goes. Talk. It's a very big question, but you guys are so good, Your reading speed is super fast. Within 10, 20 seconds, you're giving answers. Impressive. Good speed. All right. Majority is going with the B. So let's ask one of you to explain. Maybe Vidat is putting something there. Vidat, I'm seeing your name there. You want to say something? What is interesting in the question itself before you go to the answer?
Yeah, this it is more emphasizing on the issues from the environment which is affecting the business, right?
Environment. Okay, the issue is here, right?
Correct.
Okay, then
Yeah, so this environmental issues impacting the business. So how we need to address that? That's the thing.
So which engagement strategy? They're asking for the strategy.
Yeah, one we need
The
to
project
discuss
team.
with the stakeholders and see what solutions we can bring. Like one example would be the time being you work from home till it gets completed. If it is a short term, something like that.
Okay. So what is your answer going? Which answer you're going with?
B.
B. How do you think this will solve, or at least give some better view?
At least we can evaluate the next options, what strategy we can take there, right? So we can hear in the feedback from leadership and have alignment with them on the go forward plan.
Are you seeing something transparency happening here by any chance?
Yes.
Yes.
Open house discussion type thing.
Open house, being
Team
transparent.
spending
Face-to-face
significant amount
discussion.
of time.
Possibly. Okay. Agile in an exam. First, thanks for the answers. Exam hall, when you go, keep this in mind. Transparency is a keyword. And if you remember, there's a transparency on consistently team will inspect and adapt. If you remember those things, and empiricism. These are from Scrum, but that's a base of Agile also. If you keep this in mind, you will solve many, many questions. But I want from people here, why A is a bad answer? Any negative word in that?
Postal service.
Postal service made.
Somebody may miss
No,
the
no
email.
personal contact.
It is too
Also, the
late, but no actions.
Whether it
question
reached the
No, here
This is a
also
one-way
before
communication, actually.
And the question shows
It
a
is the
significant amount
environmental
of
issue,
time the
and the
each
team
there
module.
is
is
no
already
feedback or
communicating with the
acknowledgement.
community members.
Okay. Good, guys.
The
What about the
question
answer C?
says engagement strategy. So engagement could also be two-way communication, which is majorly possible in a town hall where it could be two-way and more inputs, outputs could be produced from that town hall.
Very good. Well said. Well said. Thanks for that. Lohit has something. Lohit, go ahead.
Yeah, in the question itself, they mentioned the team spends a significant amount of time speaking to the community. That means
Okay.
they're already meeting the community. So no need to
Very
send
good.
any emails or post.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, good. Answer C. Any negative word there?
This should have been
This
done at the beginning, but now is the problem. So this is already happening.
Happening. We can't time travel.
Yeah, time travel.
Okay. Time travel cannot happen. Okay. What is the negative in D?
The newspaper, it's not the problem of the entire
Okay.
city or
It's a situation for
larger
us. Very
cities.
good. Very good. Very good. In exam hall, you are going to get two answers, super blunder mistake straight away. So what you have to do is, we learned on the first day of the class called elimination technique, if you remember it.
yeah.
In exam hall, once you read the question or last sentence of the question, quickly apply this concept called elimination. Straight away, your sixth sense is super sharp on that. Just remove two negative terms. Done. Two answers will be very close. Out of 180 question, at least 100 questions, two answers will be very close. Rest 80, some difference you'll find it. This 100 question, very thin layer. And this is the place your practical project knowledge and your common thinking process, in the sense that this is illogical. You can't do like this. Those things will help. That's the place, the idea about a transparency, if it is agile, if it is a plan driven, changes are expensive to apply. So be very careful on that. These kind of ideology will start helping in the exam hall. This is a reason you're reading the books. You're listening the class, you're reading the books to hit the last two answers. Because when I'm explaining, many of these concepts you already know. You may not know the terminology, you know the concepts already when I'm explaining. QA, QC, many you know in this room, but you're getting the terminology. Reading the book, get the terminology stronger, get the common ground sense clearly. In the exam hall, two will be eliminated, two will be very close. That selection process for which you have to practice question papers. If you are very systematic on this, in 4 to 5 weeks from now, you are PMP certified. Imagine 4 weeks from now, you have the certificate. How happy it is. Is it a happy situation? Yay.
Yes.
Really good, right? Good. Complete, throw it out, go for next role in your life. But only thing I want from you is keep your writing habits, listen the class recording or listen the Rita recording, and then look out that how to eliminate these two stuff. If you can do clearly, I think you are close to the answer. Okay, that's a little on the quality now. Now, question to you, can you recall at least 1 or 2 words of quality before you go for the break? What are the keywords you noted down? Let's see what you noted on the paper.
Quality assurance, scope creep, control plating, quality control
Cost of
management,
conformance, cost of non-conformance,
Quality
Quality
tools,
means meeting requirements.
Quality
Okay.
assurance, quality
Scope
control,
creep,
quality management
fishbone
program,
diagram,
quality
Assurance.
management.
Pareto chart.
cost
Pareto
Which
chart,
one?
fishbone diagram, YY analysis.
Which one
Five
follows?
assurance cost,
Okay, which one follows a process? Assurance or quality control?
Assurance.
assurance,
Assurance.
QC
Assurance
product
follows a process. Okay, okay. Assurance process. Quality control will hit on the product. Very good. Now I'll give one more term. In quality assurance, we use something called auditing. If in a company you heard something called internal auditing. Have you heard internal auditing?
Yes.
Yes.
In the auditing, will they check the product or will they check the process?
Process.
process.
Audit team will come and check, did you bill correctly?
Hmm.
What they're checking there? They're checking the process in place, right? So in exam, when you see something on auditing, be watchful. They're talking something on process. Process will be audited. Then what will happen on quality control? In quality control, you do inspection. Inspection means you check, is this product working as it is? This is internal to your company.
Meeting the specific.
Only internal quality gets okay, you get a quality okay sticker. I would have said this somewhere in the class, quality okay sticker. Then only this product should go to customer. In customer side, they will do something called UAT. UAT stands for
User acceptance.
user acceptance testing. Fantastic. Good job. Good. I think you got a bit of quality right now. What we'll do is we'll take a short break. After the break, we'll get into vendor management. I will cover some portion. I believe most of you remember today our class will not go 4 hours, we'll go 3 hours. You remember that?
Yes.
Yes.
So 1 hour I'll talk something on vendor management, then I'll stop it, and then we'll continue further from the next week. Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Now enjoy your 15 minutes break. We'll catch you now.
Thank you.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Shri.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Shri.
All right. Hope the break was useful. You got some energy.
Yes.
How many of you do your dinner by this time if you are sitting in Asia?
I do during break.
I complete it
Nice.
now.
Nice. Good. Very good. Very good. Is it an early dinner if it is in Asia, 8 o'clock?
No. That's little late.
Now it's late
Late.
actually for me.
Okay. Good. Good, guys. Please have dinner on time. I know Asia, where we work late with the Europe and US, people have dinner by 10 p.m. You know that? 10, 11. Is it good to have dinner by 10 or 11?
No.
No.
I don't.
No.
You know what time people have dinner in Europe and US region, this Western region?
6 p.m.
5:36
Yeah.
p.m.
Not all the landscape, but some landscape, at least the country where I sit, the Dutch people, their dinner time is 5:30 and 6 o'clock.
Mm.
If you think these guys are super great, go back in India or Asia, look 50, 60 years back, how farmers lived. You know, farmers, what time they take dinner?
By
Before
sunset.
7 o'clock.
Okay.
Before sunset.
The country wherever you sit, farmers, when the sunset, they'll have food because after sunset, digestion won't be good.
Yes.
So they'll have food by 6 p.m. Those days we don't have all this culprit called 5 inches and 55 inches, and then they'll sleep well. You know that? Happy days. Now
Yes.
I saw somewhere board in Asia, 11 p.m., 12 a.m. we get dum biryani. I'll be like,
Yeah,
I'm
midnight
so
biryani.
I see
4
people
a.m.
taking
they
pizza.
get dum biryani.
Yeah.
They said they get pizza and dum biryani at 12 a.m. One way it's bad, other way it's also nice. Population will reduce, right? How can you reduce population? So government is supporting it. Nice, huh? Somewhere you have to come down with the population. If in case you are in that area, please be a bit careful. Don't eat after late hours. If you eat also, don't eat heavily. Your brain will be like a dump. Okay. Let's get inside. Now what we do is we'll jump into something called procurement. That is resource handling. Take a moment in this picture. Let know where you see. Are you seeing resource management somewhere in the picture?
Yeah.
Yes.
Locality.
What is mentioned there in the resource? I
Human
think three.
materials.
Human material.
People, material,
Material,
machine,
equipment.
Very
Equipment.
good.
equipment, yes, instrument.
Okay. One basic question. When I say human man-made material equipment or human material equipment, I think this is applicable only in the construction industry. Other industry don't need beyond a human. Can I say like that generally?
All
No.
industries need.
No.
All we need.
Okay, that is a guy who works in software industry, and this guy sits in a building, a high-tech corridor, goes with a laptop to office, and this guy argue with you, hey, in IT company, we only human needed, nothing on material, nothing on equipment. Is his argument is right?
No, his
No.
laptop is building,
No.
everything is material.
Laptop
Himself
software,
and
laptop software.
internet. So
Exactly right, exactly. So the proportion could vary. However, these three are needed, or beyond three is also needed. Now we have a lot of digital licensing, patent, many things are involved, isn't it? We can't ignore it. In the same picture, somewhere you should see the word vendor. Do you see the word vendor?
It's below that.
Management.
Management.
When we talk about resource, why we are calling this guy vendor? Why this vendor? What's the role of vendor here?
Supply.
Contract.
supplying
Yeah.
the raw material,
Supplying
supplying the
raw
equipment.
materials.
Supplying raw materials.
Sometimes humans, they supply human material.
Fantastic, fantastic. All three
All three.
could be in-house, could be external, isn't it?
Yes.
Could be in-house or external. How much in-house, how much external, it's up to your team to decide, isn't it?
Yeah.
It can depend on your WBS. We saw something WBS, how much of work. For example, in the hospital construction work, I want to bring oxygen cylinders for operation room. For this oxygen cylinder supply or the whole setup, can I invite a vendor? Is it possible?
Yes.
Is it a one-time oxygen cylinder setup,
No, it's
or it can be even
continuous.
recurring? It can be recurring also.
Recurring.
However, recurring is operational work that I will not involve. I'm a project manager. For me, how to set it up, how the flow will happen. So I need somebody to do this job. So I can sign up with the contractor. Same contractor can be operational also. Is it possible?
Yeah.
Possible, right? So L&T can have a conversation with the X person. So now L&T can outsource that work of oxygen cylinder setting up in the hospital. Is it possible?
Yes.
Or L&T will tell, guys, we will not outsource it. We will take you come to my place, work 2 months, do all the job. I will pay you for the 2 months you do the job. Is it also possible?
Yes.
So it is up to you how do you want to do the process. But point is, I should know what is needed for my project. Sometimes we call it as SOW, statement of work. Hospital is a big work. In the hospital, oxygen cylinder setting up is a piece of work, right? So let us look at how things are working. By any chance, in this picture, you see the word grade somewhere?
Yes.
Grade.
Right bottom.
Below materials.
Okay. Is it grade applicable? Is it grade applicable only for material?
Mostly.
Equipment as well.
Not necessarily.
Equipment also.
Anything, right? How about human? No grade for human?
Yes.
Yeah, human will have quality, right? Not grade.
No grade? Okay.
Skilled, unskilled laborers.
Skill is quality skill, right? Not grade skill.
Okay. Okay. Certain specifications. Somebody thinks that people coming from MIT University, they are the best in the world. They think like that.
Yes.
Is this true?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
May not be.
Not
May not
necessary.
be. Not needed for my project. I
Not
may call from
necessary.
a X university. This guy comes from a small university, a small town, but I want that person's knowledge, which is good for my enough. That's enough for me. Like my father needs a 1100. Is it enough?
Yes.
Do you see grade in people also?
Yes.
Don't take grade as a negative term. If somebody says grade, oh, come on, man, you look me as a bad guy. No, no. What I mean is, I'm not adding unwanted specifications to make my cost expensive, or I don't need that guy. If I recruit somebody from a Harvard University and put this guy into ShriLearning, yeah, I can do that. But the guy coming from Harvard University, for him, it's a very small institute. What the hell I'm doing here, man? You are in a pond. I don't want to kill your energy also. Is this true? So you should know whom you are choosing. Grade is not a negative or a bad thing, but we should be knowing whom you are fitting in which place. Of course, quality stands a point, but grade also important. If I understand that knowledge, chances are I may spend the right amount of money and time. Let's walk a little more. In this picture, somewhere you should see resource management. Resource management. Right. There is a word acquire is used. 9.3 acquire.
Yes.
What does acquire means? Acquire. Get.
Buying.
Capturing.
By.
Get it.
When we use the word acquire, is it internal to the company or outside of the company?
Internal or
Both.
Both, right? So you go and ask your management, I need Microsoft Copilot license. Your company may already have 100 license, they'll give you 3 license to you. Possible. Or your company want to buy a new license, they go for a bidding with, it's possible, right? You're asking, give me 4 human resource who have such knowledge in the market. Your company may already have some 4 people sitting in the bench, or they have to go outside of your company. Is this possible, what I'm saying?
yes.
But possible, they go on for it. Okay, now, when these resources are coming up, we have to put these people together and form a project. That is what we learn in team management. Again, it'll come to people management in a couple of weeks or 1 week from now. But for now, understand, resource acquiring is a regular process. Can I say that resource acquiring happens only in the beginning of project, then we'll forget it?
No.
No, it's a continuous process.
Continuous process. Keep on checking. Rahul, keep on checks. What is the Zoom licensing practice? You know, what we use in ShriLearning is a paid license, isn't it? Can we use a free one for the Zoom?
No.
No, it's a commercial, right?
Can be
And also
used.
100 plus people joining here. I cannot use it. If you're doing a friendly chat, half an hour you can use. If you want to use a 4-hour subsession, you have to record the content, and 100 plus people, I have to pay license for it. Below 100, there is a license. Above 100, there is a license. Above 500, there is a license. You have to pay for it. But Rahul has to constantly check when the license is expiring, isn't it? So it's a regular process, right? It's a regular process. Somebody has to do that. But before that, you have to work out, should I go for a Zoom? Should I go for Microsoft Teams? Should I go for another product? You check about it. Now, this is a continuous process in the product management, which resource where to use. Okay. Not only for resource, I'm going to bring something as a big picture. Are we doing project as a whole, holistic view to get value and money?
Yeah.
Is the whole reason the company?
Yes.
I'm putting both. I'm putting value plus money, both. And I think this is a holistic view, right? Customer satisfaction, value, money, all comes in. If a government is coming with a hospital, are they doing for money, value? What they're doing for?
Everything.
Mumbai government or everything, right? Mix of all. Now, to do this, you may have this framework in your company. Do you have this framework? Strategic alignment, organization structure, compliance.
Yes.
These are 4 bullet points. Is it applicable only for your project?
No, all projects.
All in your company. It's a company structure.
Organization.
Whatever project in a company, they have to fall under this umbrella. Can I call this an umbrella? It's an umbrella in a company. They all fall. However, you and me in the project need very importantly something called people. What is the people? Could be stakeholder. Somewhere you saw that. Something talk about team members. Something talk about communication. Can I put these 3 under a group called people? People related.
Yes.
On the left side, I'll put something called process. In the process, you learn scope, schedule, budget, quality, resource, and risk. You have seen this 6 items somewhere called as 6 constraints. Very good. Now look at it in the center. It is a common for all in your company, wherever you are. If it is L&T, they have a common view. These 2 are needed for you. This is needed for plan-driven project, predictive. Same applicable to change-driven also. Can I say same is applicable? Proportion will vary, but more or less applicable, right? Whether you work in Scrum model, Agile model, non-Agile model, people is needed. Process is needed. Even for a hybrid model. Now, why I put this picture is your whole exam subject is based on this model. Not now. Last 10, 20, 30 years, this is how the system is working. Now, the new book has come from PMI. If you see, nothing much change. The same concept. Little bit here and there, AI will come in, AI will go out, Agile will come in, Agile will go out. But the base concept is in this area. I brought this picture just to give an idea. If you understand the core principle of what we are learning in project management by this picture, chances are the exam questions can be more closer to you. You can answer better. Okay, let's talk something more on resource now. In resource, you have to focus on 2 calendars. One is project calendar, other one is resource calendar. First, let's talk about project calendar. In a project, why we need a project calendar itself? What does it mean? If you've seen this before, what does it mean?
Scheduling.
Schedule,
Start date
what
and
time?
end date.
Project
Project
milestones.
timeline. That is start and end.
Targets, goals,
Yes.
The availability of resources.
deliverables.
Now, very good. I heard you. If I say American Express product, we have something called release plans, isn't it? In Agile, we have release plans. What release, when it has to go, tentatively. If it is construction project, clear milestones are set. Child care block, 2027 summer, 2027 May, June, something like that. If it is a elderly people block, 2028 sometime, calendar set. In what way this calendar is going to help handling resources, human, material, equipment? How it's going to help us?
You know the resource requirement based on the work that is coming up.
The requirements.
Hours
required.
How many
Fantastic.
available days are there?
Fantastic.
Working hours.
Do we know when we need this, how much we need this? I can get this idea, isn't it?
Yes.
When I need
Yeah.
it. But Shri, by understanding when, what you're going to gain. Imagine there is a release,
Plan the work.
there is a product.
Incremental deliveries.
It has to be planned.
Budget planning.
Will come.
See, if there's a hospital, if this hospital construction is happening, I need 2 tons of cement, 2 tons of steel. Who is the highest exporter of steel in the world?
Tata.
Are you
JSW.
so
China.
innocent? Are you so innocent like this? Are you reading papers? China. Okay. China is the biggest exporter of steel in the world. Now, if you talk about that, let's imagine, I know Tata is very close to us, so we take Tata. Now, for this steel, I need a big hospital, so I'm importing something from China, for example. If I know project calendar, can I plan my import accordingly? Can I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Can I stock accordingly how much is needed? Leave the steel part, human. I need some SME, in our example, gas or oxygen cylinder setup. I need some SME, some contract should happen. The project is going for 3 years, the whole hospital. In this 3 years, should we know when we will touch oxygen cylinder area? Are we should be responsible on it? Which means I can accordingly contract the resources on the timeline. If not, I recruit 10 or 15 SMEs. They came to my office. They're sitting in my office. And I'm telling them that, oh, guys, you're already in. Welcome, onboarded. But the work will start 6 months from now.
Waste of resource.
Waste of resource. But tell me, you have seen like this in your company somewhere, resources getting wasted. Have you seen that?
Yes.
It happens, right? It stays there. It stays there. Same happens in your refrigerator also. How many refrigerators have food which is not used? Have you seen the food?
Yes, a lot.
Unfortunately, in some country, if you open the refrigerator, food won't be there. Nail polish, lipstick, all items will be there. Some houses will have the item which should not be in the refrigerator. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Apple and fruits will be on the table. And unwanted things will be in the refrigerator. Have you seen that? So people will be there. The apple was so good when they brought it and then it got spoiled up. Okay, coming back here, like this in resource management, we don't know where to keep what? Lack of knowledge, isn't it? So a project calendar can map with the resource calendar. This is high level. Let's go one level down there. Human resource, human calendar. Human calendar, in a year, we have to consciously map ourselves how many days I'm available, how many days I'm not available. This will help the team to plan accordingly because on your unavailability, I can give the work to somebody else or I can plan the disaster on the situation. Are you seeing this happening in your company where people mark their unavailability for the whole year?
Yes.
Do they do that?
Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic, fantastic. However, I do see in some region this doesn't happen. It is also because of when I say May month, I'm going to take 3 weeks off, the manager tried to influence me not to take off. Is it happening?
Yeah, yes.
Because of this problem, many people don't say transparent. On Monday morning, they will tell, I'm not coming to office. Have you seen this kind of resource also?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Not
Right? That's not a good thing. If you come to some part of the world, some countries, they'll give a calendar for us. 52 weeks will be in the calendar, open, transparent. Anyone can see your calendar. Already they will mark in the month of December, Christmas, what all days I won't be available. So the whole organization can plan accordingly on your holiday. In fact, even if you take 3 or 4 weeks off, not even one question will come why you are taking off. In a friendly way, they will check how was your holiday, how you went. That's how they do. Can I call that as a transparency and maturity?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. But see, that is happening in a different world. My world is different. If you say like that, somewhere someone has to start. Which means as a manager, first I have to keep my calendar open and visible to everyone. Please watch out my calendar. This is how I set my calendar. So far, this is my plan of holiday. If you guys feel free, please mark it there. Somewhere you have to start that culture if that culture is not followed because resource availability is much important for a project. If not, it can become disaster when somebody takes off on the last day of the time and that guy is an SME, the work get halted. I'm sure you've seen like that. Have you? Work get halted. This guy is not there. Right. Also, our people have a habit, they keep it quiet. They know that Monday they're not coming. They'll keep quiet. You can sense it by Friday, 3 o'clock. The way this guy is replying the emails, will not reply properly in the meeting room, keep quiet. That itself given hint this guy will not come on Monday. Have you seen that kind of people? Okay, if you're very close, observation, you'll get it. Okay, coming back here, this is much important. Why I spoke much about resources, we should know which resource accountable and responsible for certain things. But should I really do this, man? Everyone has to do the job. Of course, everyone can do the job, but some of the plan-driven projects, some of the plan-related area, or even an agile, I should have some people who are accountable because it's so tough if I don't know whom to reach out for what reason. So if I have some names for that, it'll be useful for me. I don't want you to take a WBS, take a line by line. You have to do this, you have to do this. No, not like that. Area of agreement, quality related, I am accountable. Complaints related, I am responsible, right? Documentation related, approval of documentation, this person is accountable. Kind of area related you can do, not line by line. Line by line is too much. Go by areas. Now, this will save our time running pillar to pillar. That you can save the time, right? I remember some of the companies when I worked, for example, one of the company in Canada, when I was working around with them, the moment the contract got signed, within the first week of the contract, the Canadian company, they send me email, Shri, this is our RACI chart. If you want to reach out somebody for a requirement, this person is accountable. If you want to talk something about quality parameters, this person is responsible. This is a given list. In the end of the mail, they said that, can you please provide your list? So their list is available. Now I am preparing my list. When I combine both, already stakeholder engagement as a starter. Can I say like that?
Yes.
It's a mutual, right? It's a mutual. You both align with this. But before that, first you and me should understand what is RACI. Now, looking at the letter, tell me, what is RACI? Responsible?
Responsible,
Accountable, consulted, informed.
And
Okay, accountable, responsible, it's understand this English words. Accountable, responsible. Both looks okay, close for me, but I give some idea to you. You are living in a city, you are living in a municipality, panchayat, wherever you are. Keeping the roads, keeping the city clean, healthy, hygiene. Who is accountable?
the government and the local community.
The municipal authority.
Municipality, corporation, they are accountable. Now, who is responsible to keep
All the
this place
citizens.
tidy?
Everyone.
People like us.
You and me, right? You and me, including the employees who do the cleaning work, including. But in some landscape, what they think, only the cleaning people have to do the job, isn't it? Cleaning people should keep on cleaning. Some people think cleaning should be, yeah, you clean it, but it's my accountability also not to put the trash. And if you see a trash, pick it up and put on the dustbin. Yeah, that's, yeah. If nowadays, if somebody put in the trash from the road, they take a video of it, put in LinkedIn, Facebook. Look like, sometimes I see those videos, feel like, are you living in a crappy world? Everything need advertisement. Thankfully, not for the toilet and washroom. Okay, let's come back. Now, responsible accountable goes by who has to be the topmost person for accountable, where the bug, the problem stops. You are accountable, you stop there, the highest officials. What is C? Consulting means what? In a project.
SME have some.
There you go, SME. I can talk to SME, right? I can talk to SME. I can talk to some specialists whom I can consult with. Sometimes you call them as an architect, engineers, right? Specialist people. I can talk to them, guys, how to do this, man. In a project, I can have some consulting person. See, it's always a technology related for consulting, not necessarily. Can I consult a PMO for documentation process? Can I do that?
Yes.
No. Can do that.
Yes.
Right? Can I consult a quality engineer, a quality assurance manager for quality related discussions? I can do that.
Yes.
Then what about informing? Who could be informed in a project?
All stakeholders.
Functional teams.
Could be. I'll say two people informing. There is the CEO, director in a company. This person don't want to involve every day-to-day in the project, but he or she is interested on what is happening on the project. Can I keep this guy informed?
Yeah.
Or there is a junior engineer joined your team. This person doesn't know everything in your project. Can I inform this person also informed what is happening in the project?
Yes.
See, two extreme, right? One is Top level, one could be a new member. I can keep this guy informed. What is happening? How things are going on. So keeping informed is also one way of RACA accountability and responsibility, keeping them up to date. That's important. I'll play this video now. This video is going to talk about how this table is made. Yeah, please observe this.
A RACI matrix.
Too quick. Wait, I have to share something. Audio for you. Yes, let me play it.
Is a simple, effective way to define and document project roles and responsibilities. Using one will significantly improve your chances of project success. The acronym RACI stands for the 4 roles that stakeholders might play in any project. The people who do the work are responsible. This includes anyone who must complete a task or make a decision. Several people can be jointly responsible. The person who must sign off or approve when the task, objective, or decision is complete is accountable. Only one person can be accountable, which means that the buck stops there. Anyone who needs to give input before the work can be done and signed off on is consulted. These are active participants who are in the loop. Anyone who needs upgrades on progress or decisions is informed. These are people who don't need to be formally consulted, nor do they contribute directly to the task or decision. To create a RACI matrix, you first identify all the tasks involved in delivering the project and list them on the left-hand side of the chart in the order they need to be completed. Next, identify all the project stakeholders and list them along the top of the chart. Then fill in the cells of the model, identifying who is responsible, accountable, consulted, and informed. The final step in creating your RACI matrix is to share it with your stakeholders, resolve any conflicts or ambiguities, and get agreement. For each stakeholder, ask these 3 questions. Does one stakeholder have too much of the project assigned to them? Does the stakeholder need to be involved in so many of the activities? Can responsible be changed to consulted, or consulted changed to informed? Does each stakeholder totally agree with the role that they are specified to play? When such agreement is achieved, that should be included in the project's charter and documentation. For each task, look at these 7 red flags. At least one person needs to be doing the work in each step. Having too many people doing the work for each step can slow progress. There must be one person accountable for every step of the project. The buck stops with this person. Having multiple people accountable for a step invites slow and contentious decision-making. Look carefully. Do all the stakeholders involved in each step really need to be involved? Are there justifiable benefits for involving them? Too many C's really slows down a project. Do all stakeholders need to be routinely consulted, or can they be kept informed? Determining whether all stakeholders are included can be challenging because it is an error of omission. This is often best addressed by a steering committee or management team. Taking the time to do this analysis delivers the real benefit of the RACI model. It will expose problems with the structure of the project management process before they derail your project.
Nice video. Somewhere in this video, they mentioned too many C's can slow down.
Yes.
What is your thought? Is this true by any chance?
That is
Yeah.
true, yeah.
Yes.
Hard during decision making.
Fine. Multiple
Too
opinions.
many cooks will spoil the broth.
opinions, yeah.
First
But it's also needed, right? Sometimes it's needed, right? You're talking to a couple of guys.
Yeah. Not necessarily for everything.
Not everything. Not everything. Have you seen some people for every move they will question, is this right? Is this right? They have a habit of keep questioning. Now, why I ask specifically that point is, as a manager, decisiveness is important. You realize that. When I say decisiveness, you should know where to take a decision. Yes, move forward. As a calculated way. Now, why I'm saying this is, I have seen some managers who take long effort to make a decision because they don't want to get the blame on them when something fails. Good nature, bad nature. You have to make a trade-off. Where to stop? This is pretty important. All right, let's go a little more. Here it is. Look at this picture. Responsible does the work. Accountable owns it. Owns, which means you are at the top level to say, hey, okay, I take accountability. Provide inputs, and I goes for keeping in the loop. If you want to put every task in the WBS here, the answer is no. You can see for defining requirements, features, tests, compliance, I can give some departments which can be handled. That's the way we use for RACA chart. Now question to you. Somewhere in stakeholder management, we have stakeholder assessment matrix, current and desired level. You remember that? Current, this person is neutral. Desired level is leading person. You remember that table?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you think that and RACA both are same?
No.
They're not.
That's different. That's different, right? Okay, very good. Now, how can these both complement each other? Any idea? There is an architect who is currently resistant, and you want this person to become a supporting and leading person. By any sense, that can complement each other here, RACI?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
That information can be helpful here.
If I know that architect is accountable for approving on the design, and there that person is neutral, I can work this person to bring up to the speed. Is it so?
Yes.
I'm seeing how can we complement each other. It's a stakeholder management. This is more of a core team members who have to contribute for a project. Now, where you're spending your time right now is we're talking about resource, human primarily, because material and equipment can be different shape. Let me put some question for you on a adaptive nature. Adaptive. I have two questions here, 2 bullet points. Look at them. Tell me it's a true or false.
Team self-organized to distribute work is true.
True, and the second one is false.
Second one is false.
Both are true.
Both are false.
Both are true.
Okay, one true, I got it. One is a straightforward, self-organized team. They know how to work because they are knowledge workers. They know what to do there. But second one is I'm hearing some people say false, some people say true. Never have a leader. Is it okay? Never having a leader?
Never again is a strong word.
No.
It's a
No.
bit strong, right? See,
No.
this team is capable of doing. That doesn't mean someone has to show the vision to them, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have to show the vision. You have to encourage them. You got to motivate them. Form a team. Those all still we need a leadership like you and me. Of course, on your absence, you are not there for a couple of weeks. They can drive on their own, but don't expect they'll be autonomous, always self-driving car. No, you have to hold the steering sometime. You have to make them to go forward. That's important. So adaptive nature, still we need leaders to give the vision and a track path. That's more important. Okay, I'm going to play another video because I have something to talk with you about the contracting. What to do is, there is a nuclear preservation project going on. What I want you to observe here is, for this project, they need human, material, equipment. Watch out, are they doing everything in-house or are they procuring from outside? Observe that. Are they doing in-house or are they getting from outside? Observe that, then we'll discuss more about it. Where is it? Here it is. I have to mute some of you. Your speakers are making more sounds. Okay.
During World War II and the Cold War, the Hanford Nuclear Reservation produced weapons-grade plutonium, a process that left behind 56 million gallons of nuclear waste. And for the last 70 years, this radioactive sludge has been stored in 177 underground tanks. But in 2012, Washington River Protection Solutions, which operates the site for the Department of Energy, found nuclear waste had seeped into the outer shell of tank AY-102.
We knew we had to get in there and remove the waste before it had a chance to leak into the environment.
A leak would have threatened the nearby Columbia River, the main water supply for several downstream communities, and just a sliver of steel kept the nuclear waste safely contained. So a federal court ordered the Department of Energy to move quickly. To avoid penalties, the waste had to be safely moved to a secure tank in less than 36 months. But no one had ever retrieved and moved this type of deadly waste between two double-shell underground tanks before. Even the required equipment would have to be designed and built from scratch.
We quickly figured and estimated that we had between 10 and 15% chance of success with the execution plan and the schedule as it was set.
Working with subcontractors from Arriva Federal Services, the team built up as much schedule float as possible on the $107 million project.
We invested a lot of time challenging the way the schedule was set up, challenging the way we would typically do things to try to find more efficient way to do things in every area of the project.
But when it came to ensuring safety, the team took its time. Even in heavy hazmat gear, workers were only allowed to spend a few consecutive hours near the storage tanks. During the region's harsh winters, some days were dedicated to just removing snow.
It's important when you're dealing with the hazards involved with this kind of work to be able to trust your life to the team members that you're working with.
To create a culture of transparency and build trust with the community, the team regularly shared project details with the media and met with concerned local leaders. This close collaboration helped the team complete the first of its kind project, $8.7 million under budget, 17 days early, and without a single lost time accident.
You can't actually ask people to trust an agency or a company, but they can trust you as the project manager. If they get to know you, if you share your integrity and your commitment to the project and to their interests.
Do you think it's a very, before I go to the first question which I asked, I'll ask a basic question. Is it a very simple, straightforward project? You think so?
No, it's
No.
very complicated,
No.
complex associated.
Okay, someone is very good in Excel sheet, Microsoft project, Jira board, can be a good project manager for this project. That is enough. Is it enough?
No.
Definitely there'll be a good pick. Can I say that this is also needed to have a domain knowledge, base knowledge?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
Waste collection.
Sense of making a right decision, right moment. Is it needed?
Yes.
Yes.
You have to be very careful on this kind of project. You cannot just like that go and do some things. Why I want to show this kind of projects is sometimes I see some managers, they have been managers for 3-4 years. At least their company called them manager. They are very good in talking. In the meeting room, they shout loud. I see some people shouting loud.
Oh.
And on that company, there'll be some slaves. They listen to them. It will be men and women both. And this guy has a big voice, having Excel sheet. Somehow he or she thinks themselves the great stars. Like some president thinking nowadays, doing everything in the world. You will be a fool one day. You know that we don't know anything about it, like what the president of some country doing now. You can't do like that. You have to be conscious of what will ripple effect will happen. If you do something, how much impact will happen. You have to think multiple dimensions to get inside the stuff. Why I put this kind of videos is, chances are tomorrow you may be that smartest manager going to sit there. Your PMP will set the benchmark. Many companies recruit people with the PMP knowledge because you learn the depth, a little bit and more knowledge on domain. Now you can jump into this field. So coming back on the first question. How are the materials and human being here? Is it in-house or outsourced?
Outsourced.
Both.
Both.
Both are there, right? In this video, somewhere they said some of the equipments are specialized and designed, which means even if you have a project calendar, you should prepare according to the project calendar. That equipment should be available on time. If that equipment is not available on time, your work can be delayed. Your work delayed, sometime it will be cost, sometime it will be life loss because there's a nuclear leakage is happening there, isn't it? You cannot wait until next 3 months. You have to get the immediate parts. I have worked in some companies where the material part will take 1 year to design and produce it. It is not something available in AliExpress or Amazon. They have to design and make it happen because that's only available, only needed for your project. Expensive, clearly, precisely. Why I have to bring all these examples? When you go to examination, don't think dependency, don't think material only from your project perspective. Maybe you work on the most toughest project. Maybe you work on a very simplest project. Think a little broader. In exam hall, they're going to check you broader knowledge. Okay, let's walk a little more. There is a question. Let's trigger something and go for the next part. You people are pretty fast in choosing the answer. You guys take only 10 seconds to read a question? Nice. Nice. Is it improved? Is it your speed of reading improved last few weeks of time?
Yeah.
But one recommendation, in exam hall, you get 1 minute for a question. So if sometimes slow down can help you to really observe very well, please utilize it. Speed reading is okay, but don't push too much. 1 minute is okay. 1 minute, 20 seconds per question. Okay, majority is running with a C. So let me listen to one of them. Maybe I see your name, Darshana. Darshana, right? Your name. Okay, Darshana. Somebody. Okay.
Yeah.
What is your observation on the question? Any key line, key sentence as per you?
So basically, I thought that C is the most appropriate answer because all the other options which are there, they kind of don't really communicate what exactly is the issue.
Mm. Okay. Any words in the question you found more interesting for you like that? That's a triggering point for you.
So regular communication with stakeholders throughout the project, it ensures that the requirements and scope are kept valid.
Okay. Okay, good there. I'm seeing Vibers putting poor communication from the question.
Incomplete requirements gathering.
Communication between project team members and stakeholders.
According to the investigation findings, and complete requirements gathering.
Hybrid approach they are using first time large company.
Okay. Sagar, what do you want to say?
The last, sorry.
Yeah, in question there is a word project entered into testing phase. So that is the last phase, and the several word is there. Several defects are found. So there is a miscommunication between
So
all
standard
the.
meeting not happening.
Yeah.
A poor communication.
So it is at last stage, and there are several defects. So it is the misinterpretation between all the team from start.
Nice to know. Then it goes to C, like what we heard from Darshana.
Yeah.
Regular communication can solve the problem.
Yes.
Okay. Now let me listen to your logic behind why A, B, and D goes out. Why A goes out?
Because it says incomplete requirement gathering was done. So it says extra all required gathering beginning of the project. So it states that the gathering was done, but
that's not a lesson learned.
Okay.
I feel B is the answer.
Okay, I'll come. In A, there is a word all requirements. Can you ensure all collected before this project?
No.
No.
Unrealistic.
Okay. One hint for you in main exam, whenever you see a word all, be a bit careful. Majority of the time, the word all is in the risk area in exam question paper. Maybe 1 or 2 area all can be a correct answer. If not, all is always the word all is so generic. You gotta be a bit careful to watch out. Remove the word. Whenever you see word all, be a bit careful. So whenever negative red flag is all. I heard some of you said B is a good answer. So I want to listen to that kind of people. Why you think B is a good answer?
Because the question asks, what should this project team record as a lesson learned? This is for
Very good.
future situation. So you
Okay.
need to dedicate a team to gather the, all the requirements.
Dedicated team. Okay. But this, maybe one, I like the thought process. But if you read the first line in the question, somewhere it says hybrid approach. Look like some of the requirements are not clear. So you think only the dedicated team should talk about the requirement? Or you think the whole team can involve, which means
the whole team can involve, but also it requires a trained team is what I was thinking when it said study.
You think like that. Okay. Okay. I see your point. Patel, what do you have?
So I just pasted in here. Ensuring all requirements are not possible. I mean, especially in current world, it's not possible. Okay. Assigning a dedicated team for the requirements, that has two, I would say, impediments. One is cost, right? Cost of having that many people. I mean, you are adding an additional team, and on top of that, you are making sure that and you are assuming here that team will have all the required knowledge to gather the requirement, right? And D is completely out because it's a negative statement according to me.
Understood.
C is the
Got
only
it.
one which is.
Yeah. The problem with the B is, even though it looks nice in the paper, it will create something called silos. If you only heard this word silos.
Yes. Now I get it. Yeah.
Right. What will happen is these guys are so happy, they'll collect it. Soon in the project, they will create a culture called a we versus they. Requirement collecting team will tell that this is what we understood. And the working team will tell that no, this is what the document says. So kind of we versus they, and the silos, departments problem starts happening. In a hybrid project, we don't want to do that. We want to bring people together. So that's a negative term here. Yeah?
Okay.
All right, good. The reason I am taking time to explain this concept is it's not a concept explanation. I'm trying to see how can we read the question better. Whether you got the right answer or wrong answer, how do you read a question? Look at the last sentence of the question carefully. Look at the keywords in the question carefully. Look out the negative terms in the answers carefully by elimination technique. This is a very ideal example, maybe B and C looking very close to each other. Then we have to understand that, okay, what can happen if I choose B, what can be C? So first 30 seconds goes on question reading. Next 30 seconds goes on elimination, understanding the part. 20 seconds goes on choosing the answer. So 30, 30, 20, which means 1 minute, 20 seconds is your one question timeline, average. Some question be very easy. It will take only 30 seconds overall. But in exam, out of 180 questions, nearly 100 or 120 questions will make you to think a lot. So now on, start practicing how to segregate this at time. Shri, I will see exam as a 4 hours. Don't see 4 hours. When you take a chapter test, each question, try to see 30, 30, 20. 30 seconds, read it question carefully. 30 seconds, use to eliminate and remove the negative part. Last 20 seconds, take a call, go for it. Like this, if you practice over a period of time, this 1 minute, 20 seconds starts shrinking down and it will become a very perfect in 1 minute of time. But no need to rush. 4 hours exam, take 4 hours. If you use 2 hours, PMI will not pay you any money back. They will not give you money back. So use all the time in the examination. Yeah. All right. Good job. Okay. Let's see. I'll cover another 5, 6 minutes or 10 minutes with some more topic. I'll give some heads up on procurement. I'll talk contract on the next week. Now we are moving towards a resource acquiring part. Okay. So far you understood what is human material. Let's see how to acquire them. In the left side of the picture, you can see a term used, make or buy. I think the English word is very clear, right? Make or buy. Make means, can I call that as a in-house in your company?
Yeah.
In-house. Yeah. Buy could be outside. I'm again calling I'm again calling the Jyoti. I have to mute you. Okay, I'm again calling our kitchen, home kitchen, as an example. By the way, can I call home kitchen is a never-ending factory in the world? My mom used to say that, right? Which means this factory never stops. It keep working, right? My mom sometimes says, guys, when you go for holiday, we sometimes take a resort or a place to stay where we can prepare the food. She will tell that it is not a vacation, it is only a change of location. See the rhyming from my mom. It's not a vacation, change of location. Kind of it is. By the way, these days the kitchens are using for different purpose in some places. Okay. Okay. Now let's come back here. Make or buy. Now the food, the raw material which you procure from the market, the vegetables, it's a buy, right? Buy. Sometimes you have vegetable at your home also, but once in a while you get it. If not, every day you procure from the market, regular stores where you buy. You buy raw material and you convert into finished at your kitchen. Yeah, that can happen. Or somebody will buy the raw material, they make the food and you order the food. Is it happening? Or there is a chef who's specialized on making food. I invite the chef to my home for a birthday party to make a food. Can I call this as an inviting an SME to my company to do the job?
Yes.
That's also possible. That's also possible, right? So one, I can get a raw material, convert into finished. Or there is a semi-finished, buy in the market, and I can convert that semi-finished into finished. Possible. Or there is a hotel which will take the raw material, convert into finished, I'll buy and utilize for myself. Or I can invite a chef to my place to cook food for me, SME inviting. So both make or buy is a company decision. It's your policy, your way of customer dealing. This all will happen. When you do this, you have to understand some more parameters. Oh, sorry, I jumped too fast. Here it is. Look at this picture. There are some advantages for internal. There are advantages for outsourcing. Read a couple of lines. Let know which one is effective, internal or external. Resources procuring. Which one is effective? Seems very subjective, isn't it?
Yeah. Based on the need.
Depends.
Depends, right? You cannot argue this one is right, that one is correct, wrong, isn't it?
Yeah.
See, some years back, a Ford company, what they thought is they will do all the spare parts on their own. They made everything on their own, but they could not sustain it because you can make once in a while. You have to maintain it, right? Which means even today, the spare parts of a Honda City should be available because some people are still using Honda City in the world. Are they?
Yeah.
Yes.
You cannot tell that I launched this car 20 years back. I will not give spare parts. Can I say like that?
No,
No.
cannot.
Sustainability is important, right? So it depends on product. It depends on your customer. It depends on the life of the product. You have to maintain certain things. So you have to watch out what is doable, what not doable. Let me give two terms for you, buyer and seller. In this picture, who is buyer, who is seller, we'll talk about it. Imagine there is you. You want to buy a Tesla car. Let's imagine there is a filthy rich guy, maybe you or somebody else, filthy rich guy, men or women, they want to buy a Tesla. They walk to a store. And this is a place where they do a customized Tesla. Okay. And there is a manager here. Maybe you are the manager sitting in this company. Now, this person comes to here. Let's call this person as a X, and this person is from Tesla. Okay. Now, X person is going to give the set of requirement. I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. The Tesla person receives this and put it as a part of requirement and going to make the car accordingly. Now, question to you, in this case, who is buyer, who is seller?
X is the buyer.
Excellent.
Okay, X, I can call this a buyer. Very
Yeah.
good. And Tesla will be a seller, isn't it? Nice. Now the X guy gave all the requirement, went home. Tesla is preparing the car. requirements getting ready, preparing the car. When they want to prepare the car, they understanding that this guy asks certain specific AV. AV stands for audio and video. Tesla is not specialized on that audio video, for example. Now Tesla thinks that, okay, let's pick up the phone, call Sony Corporation. Hey guys, we need an audio video. And then this manager of Tesla picks a phone call, about to call. By the time one of the team members says, hey, hold on. Don't make a call. Why? What's the problem? Sony is very good. Yeah, Sony is good. I'm not ignoring it. Why don't we open up as a tender and invite more people to bid for it? Now, question to you people. Is it a right approach?
No, for one car, why do you want to know?
For one car, you don't want to do that.
Mm.
Okay. That's a different way of
depending upon the X specification. It is a specialized, we have to go for Sony.
Ooh, that's also possible. So two options are possible. I'm hearing for one car, I should not do that. Yeah, maybe. Or somebody says specification, I need to see who's the best in the market, not Sony, maybe Harman, maybe JBL, isn't it? Sony could charge me more than JBL, but not getting that specification. Is it possible? Or if I'm going to make like this many customized car in the coming years, is it a nice deal to open up to the tender, to invite some competitors in the market, to see the benchmark in the market? Is it a nice choice?
Yeah.
Maybe. Now, that choice looks so good, then I open up in the market. When I open up in the market, many company bidding for it. For example, Sony is coming in. Then I have a company called Bose, if anyone heard about the company Bose. Then we have something called JBL. Then what else we have? Harman. Many companies are coming in. Now, in this case, for example, we choose Bose, for example. Bose won the contract. For the audio video, Bose won the contract. In this scenario, who is buyer, who is seller?
Tesla is the buyer.
And Bose is the seller.
Bose is seller. Now, when I choose a Bose, should I inform to the X guy that we have chosen the Bose? Should I inform this guy?
Yes.
No, if the contract says we should inform, we should inform.
Yeah.
If it is not, I don't think they're much interested what wiper you are putting, what engine you are putting. I don't think they're interested, isn't it? So in a requirement gathering, in the contracting, we have to note down stakeholder engagement, stakeholder communication, stakeholder transparency, what information you want to know, what you don't want to do. Sometimes it will become over communication, isn't it? We should be careful of what you speak. But this guy is more interested on AV. Because this guy is interested in AV, I will communicate about the Bose. Maybe they like Bose, they don't like Bose. Is it possible?
Yeah.
They can argue back, I don't like Bose, I want to go with Sony.
Right.
But I have to tell Bose has certain specifications, so we are going to Bose. Oh, okay. By the way, how many of you know that Bose is the best speaker in the world, top speaker in the world? Expensive, high quality. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Are you also aware that Bose comes from Indian origin?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, if somebody don't know, Bose is a name from Kolkata. Bose, B-O-S-E, Bose comes from there. If you want to read more about the Bose, there was a Kolkata person in a British period, left India, reached US, married a US woman. For them, there is a baby born. That baby grown up, and he came with a great idea of doing a lot of radio system. He was the one who came up with the Bose company. So don't think it is origin from India. That guy, the person who's owning Bose, his father is from India. Huh? Okay, nice. Because sometimes I hear people say Kolkata is very backward. I'll say, come on, guys, look at the Bose. Somebody from there came. That origin people, huh? Nice, smart people are there. Okay, let's come back here. Now, since I want to wrap up the stuff now, I'll show something and I'll wrap it up. Now, there is something called source selection criteria. Look at the bullet points. Source selection criteria. Since Tesla opened up the contract, thousands of company can apply. Is it possible?
Yes.
Thousands of company can apply. In this, 900 company came from China. In this, 700 company can be fake company. Now, how to filter it? I can use a source selection criteria, which means what is your technical capability? What is your goodwill? What is your warranty? What is the intellectual property? By which can I filter down? Also, it helps me to find the right people in the market. Now, question to you, who can prepare this stuff? source selection criteria, if it is a Tesla, lot of audio company, who can prepare this source selection criteria?
Tesla.
I would say
Procurement
Tesla
planning.
will have it. More of
Procurement.
Tesla will have it. Yeah, procurement department of Tesla can prepare it. Even Bose can have it, nothing wrong in it, because Bose don't want to do with the business that Tesla. They don't like Tesla. Maybe, we don't know. But this is a source selection criteria to do the filtering. You have seen somewhere this filtering. Where you have seen this source selection criteria?
While finalizing the contracts L1, L2,
Yeah,
L3.
yeah. In your personal life, some of you seen in matrimonial also. Have you?
Yeah, pre-request will be there.
You see that, right? It's also possible. Okay, I'll give a pass here. Okay, let's look at each other. So one of you help me. In a resource management, after the break, certain words I used. What are the terminology words you noted down?
Project calendar, resource calendar, RACI matrix.
Very good. Very good.
Advantages of internal resources outsourcing.
Okay. Outsourcing happens. Okay.
Collective resource planning.
Buyer and
Okay.
seller.
Buyer and seller.
Make
Source
by
selection criteria.
Criteria.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Nice. So in this weekend, what are the big topics you have gone through? In this Agile with the Scrum?
Quality.
Agile with the
Quality.
Quality control.
quality,
Scope
quality,
management,
procurement, vendor
quality,
management, quality tools.
vendor management. We have started. I have a portion to talk called contracting. If you heard about fixed price contract, reimbursable contract, yeah, it needs another maybe 45 minutes, 1 hour with a workshop. So what we'll do is next week we'll start with vendor management. If you see the calendar, what is our classes? Next week, I think we have schedule, cost, and risk. Do we have that? Schedule, cost, and risk. That's for the next week.
Yeah.
So next week, I'll start with the vendor. It'll go first 30, 20 minutes. And then from there, I'll get into schedule management, cost management, risk management. Interesting topics, super interesting topics, heavy topic. You all have to do some calculations. Anyone here who love math? You do a lot of calculations. You love math? Yeah.
Yes.
You do that?
Yes, yes, yes.
Some people don't like math.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
We want salary, Shri, but don't ask me number. Give me some number to me, right? There are some people. It's okay. It's okay. Now, next week we have a calculations. Anyone here good scoring people in school, college days? You score a very high mark in mathematics, algebra, sine theta, cos theta. Smart people are available. Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. Next week, please bring your engineering calculator, Casio. You remember that?
Yes.
Engineering.
Yeah.
You remember that calculator? You put some rubber band because the cap has gone already. You put a rubber band. You remember that? The old beautiful days, right? I don't see those calculators these days in the market. I went to a store here. The calculator was €1. €1 is, I think, 110 bucks or something, Indian value. The calculator was hanging in the end of the floor. No one wanted to pick it up. I said, oh man, that's a value. In my days, at least when I was in college, only the rich people will have that calculator. Rest of the guys will look at the calculator. Wow, that's called calculator. Wow, man. All right, that's how it is to be there. Okay, fantastic. So next week we have a lot of calculations, a lot of work there. Being on the 6th day, now we are in a better shape of content, but your reading is still not happening. You are in the 2nd and 3rd chapter, right? You are far behind, but the train has crossed multiple platforms. Is this true?
True.
Yes.
You feel like, what the hell is happening, man? I'm going some speed. This guy is going some speed. Oh, what I will do? You feel like that. You are getting the holistic view. The English word holistic view is big picture.
Yeah.
That is what you're getting in the class. When you get the holistic view, you start understanding the compartment meanings when you read it. This is how we have to learn. This is not college days, right? You cannot run with your teacher. You have to see the big picture. Why I'm reading this? When you listen to risk management, you understand why stakeholder management I'm reading. So now don't worry about that. Listen the holistic view with the videos, re-listen the videos, and then read your compartment carefully. Over a period of time, the dots starts connecting. In school days, kids will put the dots and draw something. End of the drawing, you'll get a frog, you get a flower, isn't it? Now you are in some number, you don't know what you are drawing, but keep drawing, keep drawing, keep going, and you will get the picture. And that's important. So keep up this consistency. Continue the reading process, what you do. And question reading ability, we learned something today. Please apply that 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 20 seconds. Yeah, do that process. And then let us see how things are going. Keep up your writing assignments, post a picture in the WhatsApp group. Yeah? Good job?
Yes.
All right, all right. Are you learning something? Are you moving the right direction?
Yes.
Fantastic, fantastic. Then a good job. And next week we'll continue with more topic. This 45 minutes or 1 hour, which is not covered, will be covered. Probably we'll add another day in the class. I'll mention you as the class moves on, how it's going on. I've said that already. Keep 1 day reserve for you. Remember that? Keep 1 or 2 days reserve. Keep that reserve. We will try utilizing the reserve as a need permits. Okay. Then have a fantastic week. I cannot take Q&A right now. People still have some questions. Don't hesitate. Put it in the WhatsApp group or directly message to me. I will communicate with you on those questions. So have a nice Sunday evening. Why I'm seeing only few people? Let me see others also before I say bye-bye. Hope you guys are all in the right state to put the camera on. Thankfully. Thankfully, some people are. Okay, good. Nice to see you all. Nice to see you all. Good. Then have a nice Sunday evening and a happy week, working week. We'll catch up again. See you all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Shri.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Yeah.
Thank you,
you,
sir.
Shri.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Shri. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.